and welcome to the Boise State Esports Arena. You are watching our coverage of CVal for the spring 2023 season. And today you'll be able to witness UCLA take on the Broncos in our first round of the playoffs, which is the top 32 teams of the West. The caveat of everything is that only 2 get to make it out to the Grand Championship Nationals later this year. I'm your host, Artie Rain, joined on desk with Colin Majunkin. All right, so you are my resident expert on our Bronco gang right now, and if we want to see these guys continue to succeed, what do they need to do? Specifically, we saw them make it into the playoffs for CECC, and then things started to go wrong. What they need to avoid going into this game here to make it to the next round?
Yeah, and the reason why CEC can be brought up is because another high-intense situation that the Broncos have found themselves in, getting into a final, is similar to the playoffs they're in now. And one thing that sort of might get the better of the Broncos is their mindset that they play in. I feel like when they played Arizona, it was something that really got ahead of them. Peaking angles dry, dying to really dumb deaths, perhaps watching the same angle at the same time. It's those type of things. And then we go back to last week's matchup of where they end up taking map 1, but then end up getting absolutely destroyed on map 2. But then map 3, they bring it all back, and it's their mindset at the end of the day. It's how consistently they played and how mentally strong they were that they never counted themselves out. And if the Broncos continue to do that throughout this entire playoff tournament, they're bound to get to that number 2 spot.
So what we're really boiling down to here is core mechanics, making sure you don't forget those, keep a positive mental mindset, stay calm. But, of course, our notes on desk are, I guess, nowhere near as important as the notes that come from the one and only Doc Haskell in the form of Doc's keys to the game, which for Valorant are focus the angles, the flanks, know your win condition, count cards, call abilities, and click heads. Doc's keys to the game are presented to us today by Drop-In Gaming. Drop-In Gaming is a premier online platform for your favorite games. Play your favorite games to win cash and prizes through free and paid entry matches and tournaments. Whether you're new to the scene or a seasoned veteran, Drop-In Gaming has the right games and competition for you. To begin your competitive journey, sign up today at dropingaming.com. And I do believe we can take a quick look at who is going to be playing for our team today. I know last week we did have a sub in, and that sub absolutely popped off. It was our spring break. So, of course, we can't have everybody available all the time. Yeah. Hopefully we have everyone, and it is going to be Rihanna, Daimyo, Aldum, JBag, and Skies. Today's lineup is brought to you by Count.com. Count Identity Trust Global Network delivers real-time fraud prevention, account protection, and enables personalized customer experiences for more than 9,000 leading brands.
Yeah, and that's sort of the normal comp that we've always had the entirety of the time, really. And you do talk about that sub, which that sub actually is a really important point to bring up, that the fact that we have such a strong roster going down to that 6th member, too, because they genuinely surprised me. It's the first time I've ever seen that team have a sub, too. So I was sort of interested in how they would play with the team, but they 100% proved themselves in that matchup, and they popped off.
Well, one of the things that Doc likes to do, and might have instilled this idea into Coach Moore's head, who is the one that leads our Valorant squad. Also, Coach was in this position himself when he played for our league team, which is that substitute is a special circumstance substitute. They are more than capable to play the game, but we hang on to them, make sure we don't give them too much limelight, because they are our boomerang play, and we throw them in to make sure we shake up the enemy team. So they have to, quite literally, expect the unexpected. And we are returning to the map that we had quite the blunder on last week, and it's going to be starting out on Haven.
Yeah, last week we had a really tough time sort of finding a format or a way to really get there, and it ended up ending out on a 13-4 scoreline too. So we do see a similar lineup that we saw last time. I do like the bring out of the Breach. Sorry, I blanked out on that name real quick, but actually a very similar lineup that we actually saw last time as well.
So we have Sky, Omen, Jet, KJ, and Breach for the side of the Broncos, with Breach, Sova, Omen, KJ, and Jet for the side of UCLA. So pretty similar compositions across the board. Unfortunately, Skies is going to go down to the enemy Jet. We're looking over inside sewers, going to go down to a 3-man squad. Ichui taking out Aldum, Flash goes out to the mid of the site, and JBags goes down in the crossfire.
Spike planted.
Good banged out there. Site Rihanna. Site waiting for Daimyo. Daimyo's clearing the mid right now. Rihanna's peeking out of heaven. Looking for somebody to fire right now. Daimyo on the quick rotate over. Rihanna, the turn's going to go down as well. One Molly available for Rihanna right now. They do have spike down. Oh, plan. You're going to swing right into the two-piece. Daimyo's going to go down to Bullet.
Cloud smoke into the window for Heaven, blocking off Ririana's line of sight. There was also a recon dart put up by Sova. Location for Riri. They are backed into a corner. D-Chewy's going to find them. That's the end of the round, going to UCLA.
First round for UCLA. They only lost one there, I believe, our entire time. And they got spiked down as well. So they're feeling good, pretty good economy-wise. But there could be a thrifty in order, most definitely inside of Boise State. And more interesting in how they're going to play it. Revon is pretty well known to stay on C and anchor it, and with a shorty here might be dangerous as well for anybody that goes in the garage.
I absolutely adore holding a gross angle with a shorty and just pop-shotting someone who walks in. Ririana with the turret and Omen inside garage. The rest of our squad lurking in A.
Oh, that is tough, the Ares. Still continuing to spam through the shot for the moment. This guy's very far up, being really aggressive with the A. Sky is going to get one headshot, looking for a second. Isn't able to find it as they're scanned and wallbang.
Big Dame, who actually is our sub player, is still lurking over here near double doors and C site after that Omen smoke went down. Looking to rotate through mid, possibly catch up with Aldem and pinch someone off. Locations of the enemy team is not quite known to the Broncos as they're lurking. We do see Omen has cleared over towards CT. Oh, my apologies. Big Dime is actually Daimyo.
The big Dime. The pop flash gets it. Oh! But not enough bullets in the magazine. Attempted the knife, but brought a knife to a gunfight.
Smashing the front door while you
I'm sorry, it makes me giggle quite a bit. See a replay of, I believe, possible tragedy striking. Yeah, Omen lurking outside double doors. We had the Ares spread, as you mentioned, just pierced through it, took down our KJ.
Really tough when you don't expect it. You definitely don't expect an Ares second round as well. I don't think I would either, but it was a really smart play by UCLA nonetheless because they got insane amount of value out of it.
Expect the unexpected. Hawking down A main. Do see the recon dart goes down as well. It's destroyed by our Sky, who's still lurking and pushed forward on A. Enemy kill.
That Sky is getting the pick onto the enemy breach. That is their second initiator down right there. So that's good. That's a little bit of stop to their ability to dangerously enter a site, but they still have their Sova that's available.
I would prefer Paranoia over having a flash in my face, so definitely breach being down for our Broncos will help. UCLA's taking their time, not revealing themselves. Broncos getting ready to dump some util onto C site. Well, B site, possibly anticipating that's where they'll push. We have smoked out A main by our Omen. Ririana rotating back into garage, trying to make sure there's no. And they C2, but have to back off. Barely any shots connected, but they are down to 37 health.
And Dog on the side of the for Ottoman that was deployed went through all the way through short, cleared the entirety of it. So they got a pretty big amount of info there in the terms of seeing two on the side of mid, but also UCLA has yet to full commit to any site here as they're running down to about 30 seconds.
30 seconds left.
They've got to make a move at least in the 15 seconds, so they've still got to take a site. The Broncos have yet to lose any numbers as Sova, Dart, and Paranoia is used on A.
As well as the Clouds going from the Jet, peeking through, showing their leg. First they go down. Followed up, we have Crossfire from the guys on the KJ does not find the connection, but Aldem gets two. Ririana cleans up, getting Gonbug. That's all UCLA down. Broncos with 2 left standing. However, that's their first round win.
That is Boise State slowly bringing it back. That was first rifle round for the side of Boise State, and this is going to be the first rifle round for UCLA as well. They do not get the bonus, which is always a big W that you love to see. And that was really good trades, and the fact that Ottoman gets 2 here as well is really big and prevents the Broncos from taking any more losses on the site.
Don't overthink it. That's my job.
Clock down A main. Lots of util dropped by Ririana inside garage. Paranoia onto Riri. They are backing off, trying to make sure they don't take any unnecessary damage. Big Game uses that Paranoia and picks up 2 after popping out of their smoke.
One enemy
really love
remaining.
that defensive smoke that Daimyo's going to really good one to use, and Daimyo at the flick is going to get the 3-piece to boot, and that's Boise State trying to get back up to 2-2. losing absolutely no focus and keeping all patience here is going to commit the paranoia, stop the push-in, and get 2 as well. Completely holds UCLA's push.
That was a different push style from UCLA than what we saw in the first 2 rounds. Granted, yes, this was not their bonus. They are on full ARs just like the Broncos. They dumped an insane amount of util into that C site and were anticipating the opportunity to just engage almost immediately.
Use the bird. Get a flash for Garage, though. Pretty important Garage inside of the Broncos.
Spotted A.
J-Bag's going to commit a flash over to A long. Going to get some traded fire, but nothing comes from it. J-Bag and Skies now getting the orb. J-Bag now has Rolling Thunder as well. That could be committed on a retake, as the UCLA also has no ults to their name. Well, they have the Omen ult, but that's going to have a minimal effect on the overall game.
Unfortunately, we do lose Aldum to the enemy Jet. Smokes are out, blocking off B site from C. Skies finds the Sova. Now we're in a 4v4. There's 2 ults up for the side of UCLA. That Blade Storm may come in as Paranoia drops onto Skies, forcing them to retreat. Updraft. They're cornered by 2 and go down.
On a Nico there, they got quite a bit of rifles now for them. Sen's going to go out by the UCLA breach. Reround is going to relocate up to Heaven here as Daimyo is also rotating from defender spawn. Plant is going down. Plant is down. Reround sees ahead, gets a dink, but isn't going to get the kill. Has a Phantom, and Silence going to get sprayed. Daimyo is right there and doesn't clear right. Now it's UCLA 3-2 here, keeping it pretty close for how it is, but we say has a little bit of economy to go for. I wouldn't doubt if they're able to force buy as well, seeing as they won the past 2 rounds in a row. So definitely not in a panic mode at all. So.
Perhaps going with a Vandal over a Phantom would be a better situation here for Rihanna, considering they've gone into Heaven on A site twice now, but nonetheless,
they're sticking to it.
They're going with the Phantom. I'm a fellow Phantom enjoyer, but I know where range becomes a problem. Rihanna also is forced to buy half shields because of the lack of economy that they have forcing this round. Rihanna gets flashed and has to disengage. Once again, C-side commit coming out from UCLA.
Rolling Thunder is going to be committed depending how many on site. It's going to be big. Jet's going to get 1, get 2. That's Rihanna and Daimyo down. Seekers are also committed as well. Guys, we get the trade. It's so close. Gunbug and D-Chew are going to get 1 on Alderman and J-Bag as well. Now it's just up to Skies in a 1v3.
Seekers were even committed in that engage, but there was so much util drop. There was Cloud Smoke, Paranoia used as well. Seems like no one was able to track where they were going. Skies flicks over towards the turret, takes it down, multiple angles, finds 1. That's Gongbug. The enemy Omen taken out. Now it's a 2v1. Skies get concussed, uses Tailwind, and backs off into Cubby.
It'll be really tough. You have to clear a lot of angles here. Have to be careful with that Cubby angle over all the way to the right to doubles here. Swinging around Jen. Spike is planted. There are nano nades. Spike is planted for spawn. Chewy peeks out, but there's just not enough time. And Skies is going to have to run away from the bomb here, and that's UCLA. Going to take another round, and Skies not able to escape the blast radius. It's going to go down as well, and that's a rifle loss.
I think Skies did not have Tailwind up. Tried to use Updraft just to get above the orb of the explosion. Wasn't high enough. And Broncos, that's going to put them in a rough situation, considering that was a force buy round.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Sort of as I said, and we do get the map. So it is Haven, Ascent, and then Lotus. I actually love that right there. I haven't seen a whole lot of Lotus. I've seen it at the pro level, but at the collegiate level, I haven't seen a whole lot of it. And personally, I'm a pretty big Lotus enjoyer.
It seems as though this man is literally saying things up here just to make me disagree with him, because he's fully aware that I do not like Lotus.
No, I'm not. When's the last time I've casted Valorant with you?
When was the last time you were in prod room when I was casting Valorant?
Anyway, moving on to the headline story. The Broncos are currently down 2 rounds and on a bad eco, so it's looking tough. It's looking tough.
I think these 3-site maps are kind of something that they struggle with a lot. There are people who will tell you that they hate Haven, and they also hate Lotus, because any map that has 3 sites, they do not enjoy. I'm a fellow 3-site enjoyer. Lotus is a little iffy, unless I can play funny and people don't get mad at me for buying Odin's every single round and just going to B site and locking it down. But that being said, we are not playing a Sage because our people on our team are much better than I am at Valorant, and so they're taking a different approach this time. We actually are no commitment on C, so possibly looking for a retake to 280 or anticipate the B push this time.
Shared. Rihanna's going to get one with the headshot, but Vicious has knives out and is going to get those knives back. UCLA also has 3 other ults that are available for them right now. They have Rolling Thunder, they have Hunter's Fury, and Lockdown, but J-Bag's going to take down Hunter's Fury as their Sova's going to go down as well. J-Bag's going to relocate over to Heaven. Still has full util. Lockdown is committed here. Pushing on his side, J-Bag sees 2 and going to get him. Now it's up to UCLA J. Lockdown's going to be destroyed as they push out of the smoke, and it's all but over as J-Bag's going to get a 4-piece, the last of the Classic.
J-Bag cleans up, knows what his job is.
They got thrifty there.
That puts the Broncos 1 away from equalizing in this round, well, in this first half. Let's see if they can do it. I do believe they should have enough money at this point to not 100% full buy, but for the most part, it looks like, yes, we are full. All right, guys, I see you. If I see that op get dropped and the enemy gets it for free, I might be a little bit upset. I won't be angry, I'll just be disappointed.
Oh no.
Stay safe.
The hurt and the pain by those words. At the $0 half glass build too, but Skies is our resident opper, and the team more than anything puts the trust in Skies to get some carry op kills right there. Not a whole lot of info so far. Nothing down C. There is a drone committed towards A. J-Bag's going to be able to destroy it. Gets ping. Oh!
That was tragic. Sky's looking down towards B main. Meets the gun barrel of the enemy breach and goes down. Could not get the first shot. Was walking, and that impacts the ability to get any sort of accuracy. Chui picks up another, and that is the Omen ultimate as well as the Rolling Thunder committed from UCLA. Called him.
Boys stage here at a 2v4 though. I'd be interested to see if they do commit here. This is a really dangerous fight. They are pinching the team right now. J-Bag might be able to get a frag. Is able to get gone bug. Might be able to get one more. Is going to be able to go. Boolin's going to be there now. It's a very doable 1v2, but Silent Val holding that close left angle on the smoke is going to take down Rihanna, and that's UCLA going up 5-3.
Considering, you know, going into a second half, the scoreline that you typically can have hope for is, you know, the 4-8.
Yeah.
So Broncos theoretically can still tie this up and go 6-6 going into the second half, but honestly, going in with a 4-8 would be just as fine as well.
Oh, 100%. I think, yeah, Skies are going to be playing for forward here, so that's why they're going to be playing heavy aggressive on A, trying to deny Majority. Might get spammed from smoke, is able to run away and going to get knives off. So that's a very dangerous ult that UCLA is going to have to take care of now.
Skies has Tailwind procced, is just ADSing, looking down A main for anyone. Tailwind does expire. Bladestorm still activated. No one has shown their heads to Skies. I don't blame, but we have an ooh, Aldum with the wall bang through double doors. We'll find the enemy KJ.
Big Aldum. Presence being shown over by C. Just spam through a smoke here. Always love that defense. It's going to get healed by Almond in the back of the starter spawn. Reround a prepping for the Sova dart to come at his sight. Hasn't shown itself yet. The Sova dart actually gets committed towards B. J-Bag has a look a little bit into entrance of B. But hasn't spotted anybody yet.
Broncos are playing very patiently. They did not let that utility dump over onto C site, nor the recon dart onto B bait them into going to one. Instead, they've remained where they originally started. We're going to use Trailblazer to clear out sewers. We find that breach is there, as well as Sova coming in through main. Paranoia drops on 2. We use Cloud Smoke to try and sustain, get a little extra cover. Flash goes out. We lose Aldo.
Oh! Okay, he's able to get it. Rolling Thunder's committed for the second time in this half. J-Bag's able to get one, and Daimyo's gonna get another 3-piece here. Even up the scoreline a little bit. 4 to 5 here. It seems your I guess prediction, I guess is what you call it, that we can end up closing it out with the 6-6 in the first half.
It's theoretically possible.
This one's crazy. The sky's kill is crazy.
I have no idea how that jet just walked right in front of our jet, and I don't know. Did they not check the angle that was literally 1 degree to their left?
Let's have some fun.
There was so much happening. They probably just didn't even hear it.
That rare occasion that Valorant is over.
It's very stimulating at times. I would say.
Seekers are on line, as well as the Omen ult, and lockdown for the Broncos. The only thing available for UCLA as far as ults is going to be the Hunter's Fury. J-Bag peeking out of sewers. Boxes just inside the doorway on B site. And KJ is just chilling out over near C with Util dropped in main.
Nothing showing yet. UCLA has really predominantly relied on this slow style gameplay that they've been using on. So far, the Broncos have been able to counter it with their own kind of slower pace play style, and it has been working so far. So there's nothing that UCLA has really been able to counter with. That getting one look for a second is going to be able to get plus damage on the jet as well. Going to commit a Paranoia. 5 bullets in magazines. Going to retreat a little bit and reload. This is where the flank plus block skies. Well, and Daimyo with the peek in mid.
Spike down mid.
Spike's location is secure. We don't know where the jet is quite yet. We cleared 2 angles, still looking for her. There she goes, down to Skies inside of window for Garage.
Like us, are they
There's that round 5 up right there. 5-5. UCLA definitely, and this is actually UCLA B squad as well.
Yes.
Their A squad is up in the upper bracket as well. So UCLA's B squad putting up a pretty good performance here in Haven right now. I would be interested to see whose map pick this was, in terms of was this Broncos or was it UCLA?
I'm gonna say it probably wasn't the Broncos.
Yeah. I think I would agree with you there.
I would like to point out that no team has won more than 2 rounds back-to-back thus far, so this round is anybody's truly. Hopefully we can see the Broncos get their 3rd round victory in a row.
And secure a solid lead going into the half as well. At least keep it scoring. J-Bag gets man. But he's gonna commit. Oddman Skies with crossfire. 2, looking for 1 more. The 3-piece without the flash. And also dark retreat.
There was an Omen, I believe, in the bottom of sewer. Not positive. The Broncos are aware of that. So we have Rihanna not giving up their position inside Garage. As one peeks through main on B site. That's going to be Silent Vowel taking down Big Dime. Daimyo.
Yeah, Daimyo. So little confidence booster, Big Dime.
4v2. We hear exchange fire happening somewhere. Not positive who it's coming from. Possibly just looking for any
30 seconds left
from the Broncos being set up. If that was UCLA shooting those bullets, they could be looking to save and not try to get exit frags or even go for a plant. Considering they've lost 2 back-to-back rounds and have been having to full buy with entire team wipes, it would make sense if they would save.
Yeah. Oh, they're spotted on A. Oh man, the gun was on. Ow!
Oh no!
Spike down
But
A.
immediately created by John Bug, and with no time left to plant the spike, I wouldn't be surprised if John Bug just absolutely dipped out of there. Yep.
Just run.
Last player
I'd say
standing.
maybe check the left angle, J-Bag, but it's okay.
Last round before the switch.
That spooky right there.
This is why Valorant becomes jump scares. It's not overstimulating for me. It's too quiet, and then there's someone where I did not check or did not expect, and I die instantaneously.
Yeah, definitely. I was not. It did not. The thought did not cross my mind that it could perhaps be left, but that's their Omen getting an exit frag right there. Manages to keep the gun and get a little extra more credits there. And
Rihanna, did I just see an Odin buy?
Okay,
You were
all right. Tragic. UCLA does have 3 ults their availability here, while UCLA only has 1. I don't know how close their other members are to getting an ult. It's possible they get it this round as well, but this is the last round of the half, so I imagine the Broncos are going to use everything they possibly can.
Why not? We could see Hunter's Fury just to lock down an entire angle or force people into a bad position from UCLA. Omen ult really gather intelligence and information. However, if the spike goes down in a horrible spot, they could grab it, but instead they're committing it now. Do not hear sounds being procced from our teammates, so they are unaware of where that Omen went to.
Skies is going to be able to get a knock pick.
Attempt 2 at the operator, so far successful.
Breach has yet to peek Skies, so that's the real test of this guy's going to be able to get revenge. Let the Breach
UCLA to commit to the second
30 seconds left.
Rihanna, who is standing over
Spike planted.
site.
Oh! Trade's going forward, back and forth so far. Audman's going to be able to get the wall bang on the last remaining member. And in an absolute chaos and fury that was the final round of the half, the Broncos are going to secure it. 75 going into the second half. So they're sitting pretty comfortable. Not extremely.
We're not
definitely
done
don't
yet.
have as big as a sort of buffer zone in terms of rounds that you love. But it's better than being down.
Most definitely. I'm trying to see the KDA right now on that board. It looks like Sky's
Here.
currently top fragger with 16 kills or 14 kills.
I think it's big.
14.
Looking like a C split right here with 2 to C. Looking like 3 going to go to garage right here. The Broncos our playstyle is pretty fast in the beginning, and then we adjust as we need to go. So I would not be surprised if we enter the site very fast.
You see refunds are committed over towards A long, giving us intel that Sova is near A site. Trailblazer finds AJ hiding around a corner. Skies is currently paranoid. Hugging a box. Strangler. Life picks up one with a ghost. Daimyo finds another. However, Gonbug did pick up one of our Broncos, where KJ is in the Shadow Realm, observing their team and praying that they succeed in this 4v3.
Ooh, drop dart from the Sova on UCLA is going to get a little bit of damage here. Aldman using the last bit of their abilities to get some healing off. They do get a flash at about 3 seconds here, and the Broncos are playing post plant right now with the one-way currently being dropped by Daimyo on Spike. Breach stun goes out. The dart is also sent out. Another flash as well. It's all negated. Their Jet's going to get one on J-Bag as well. They're just trying to get some damage to this enemy Jet, and Sova are really far pushed up, and just like that, they managed to take advantage of a lot of free real estate in terms of space, and they defuse the Spike, and that's 7-6 with UCLA getting the first round of that.
You mentioned it. Broncos were playing for post plant. They planted for site from C main towards our half of the field. But the issue with that is that all of them were stacked up, and so UCLA said, okay, we'll go into you then. They had plenty of time. They eliminated everyone who was all huddled together like penguins for warmth and won the round. Maybe let's not all hold one flat angle next time.
And the amount of util that their Breach had at their disposal as well, the stun, and 2 flashes as well was pretty big. Take that and be really aggressive. Find Skies and Alvin.
Oh no! Caught util.
Paranoia, trying to get to the site very fast. Trying to get people out there and do a little bit of damage. Go down to the Breach as well. That's sitting in the smoke. Let's go down.
Skies is chilling inside of Hell, trying to make sure they have line of sight on A main, but cover of boxes in the middle on Tetris. Does not look like we have anyone popped up in heaven. Also, Rihanna's up there. Yeah, Rihanna is up there. One came from CT, one Val remaining. Oh. And then the one that dropped down from the high roads also gets eliminated by Skies.
That's a really good angle that I like to play, playing that contact and cover angle in the far right. The entrance of B right there. And that's Boise State going to be taking 8-6 here so far. So they managed to soften the momentum a little bit. They did do a half force is what I'd call it. And it works out for them. And now they're sort of on the potential of getting the bonus as well, heading into this third round of the half. 8-6. A little bit of spread here. I'd say the Broncos are looking for a default as the bomb's left down.
Yeah.
So not quite sure who's gonna hit.
They left Spike trying to get information and extra util out from the elements. Grab it when they've either gotten a pick and are engaging. And it's a great way to gather intel without risk of leaving the Spike in a bad spot.
Force you to think a little extra about where you're going to hit as well, because you're going to have to go back for the spike eventually.
These guys don't look away from this angle.
They're going to look at the mini map for 1 second, so I'm just going to peek out with the Marshall. Ooh, J-Bag. I feel like I saw some legs there, but I could be completely wrong. Dog is going to be committed by Alden right there. They're going to check main, check the close angle. It's all clear. This guy's with Bulldog is going to be first to play contact. The dash into the site, smoke goes out, and then the site was relatively free.
This guy's just cleared out all the way towards Tetris. He's now looking towards CT. Omen Smoke is inside Heaven right now, blocking off line of sight. Not sure if there's anyone up there. There was a ping from one of the Broncos as we have Rihanna checking the flank. They did see Jet. Not sure if Jet's going to take this engagement to go for the duel or go in a different direction. As we have Daimyo pick up too.
Bulldog definitely putting a little bit of ego. Rihanna's going to get one as well. Daimyo's going to get the third. Now they're just the last member who jumps out of Heaven after putting a smoke in. Don't know exactly what the game plan was there, but nevertheless, they're going to be taken down by J-Bag, and that's Boise State 9-6 right now. Feeling good money-wise as well, as they're going to win the bonus and go into an extra round. And so far, UCLA only have one in the pistol. And A-Site was completely free for the side of Boise State. So I am surprised that there was little resistance and really was, where was UCLA at in that moment?
Shaking in their boots.
Shaking in their boots. They were absolutely petrified right there. It looks like well, Sun is going to get value, and there's Daimyo getting a quick pick on the Sova.
Alden learned their lesson. He's no longer using Trailblazer while inside line of sight for Sewer and instead stays back, used it, found the Omen, gives the intel to Skies.
Oh!
Okay, if Valorant had a play of the game system, that would be it right now, right there. Blinded through the smoke, someone just pinged it. Wow.
Two heads just happened to line up for Sky's bullets, and he's going to get 3 that round as well, proving a massive amount of impact. Now the Broncos are simply just 3 rounds away from closing out Haven.
Right there.
See, with that in mind, I did have this little, like, 10% of my mind was like, perhaps the Broncos did pick this map as their redemption arc.
It could, yeah, it could 100% be.
That's a question for Coach Moore. Perhaps we can wave that gentleman down at some point and request intel.
Production, hunt the coach down.
Here. Placing swamp grenade.
Ping down the there, freeze that corner, and the Nano Swarm's going to force them out into a spray from 3 different Broncos to be taken down.
Bag. Takes down Gondog, the enemy Omen over in C main. Cubby dropping Cloud Smoke for a one-way onto Tetris.
Oh! Flash is going to be used up some time. He's going to take down J-Bag with the Frenzy, but Skies is going to redeem J-Bag, getting 2 more. The KJ and the Breach. Reround now holding Garage. Spike goes down. The rest of the Broncos are holding sight right now as there's one last remaining Sova that stands between them and 2 more rounds. So they have the possibility of losing out, but Blue's going to get... Oh, wow!
No, the Sheriff! Marty Robbins just walked in and popped 2 of our Broncos from C long.
Faking the TP. Waiting for his timing. And he's going to swing and get the pick.
Clean slate. Let's leave whatever happens.
I do like the slowdown there. Boolin's going to get 2 with the Sheriff. And we go, all right, hold on. I do like Daimyo sort of slow down, wait for it, and then they sort of wait for their swing until they can, I forget who was wrapping C long. But wait until it, yeah. Well, no, one of our players.
Oh.
I forget who that was, but waiting until they were going to have the possibility to get a trade as well. Definitely a calculated play that.
Daimyo went to gather intel from heaven. Did get popped by someone. That tells the Broncos there is a possibility that you need to check your head. Skies rushes in. Is currently with Blade Storm, has not popped it. Dashes to hell. Down there. Gets taken down by Vicious. I'm just gonna say the enemy jet. And all of them in big Daimyo. Clean up. Boolean goes down, and we get plant points.
And you get the plant money to all the boot.
Once we win this one,
You talked about it in the first half, which is UCLA really enjoys this kind of slow and methodical play style. And then at the start of this half, you brought up how the Broncos like to play fast.
Yep.
And then adjust if needed. I don't think the Broncos need to adjust. I think it's UCLA that needs to make a change.
100%. And I think the big thing here as we look at this replay, our individual players are doing a really good job of getting their 1+ more, which is so big for winning these sort of hero plays and really dominating other teams. When your players can get two or three kills, it's going to set up the rest of the team for success, and that's why Boise State sit in the situation of 12-6 right now.
Here.
There was a lot of util dropped over near A main. Heard flash from our breach as well as Hawk. Daimyo is just holding the angle, seeing if anyone is brave enough to engage. Cleared out where KJ's in the exact same spot again. They're gonna get paranoid. There was swarm grenades dropped down to try and keep them alive while baiting someone into the angle. Did not work.
Off your feet!
variable removed.
UCLA Rolling Thunder is committed, and ours as well.
remaining.
Skies are going to get stunned by both of them. And a three-piece, 3 different players right there is going to end out the 13th round, and BSU is going to take the W in first map.
I mean, in all honesty, was there any doubt that they were going to not take it?
No.
Anyway, Boise State is always looking for talented players, such as the ones that we just got to witness in that first Valorant game. We still have another map to come, as well as productions. You could, you know, theoretically do one of the jobs that Colin has, because he's a man of many talents, and work in the prod room, or be broadcast talent and join us here on desk. Top talent, along with good grades and eligibility, can earn scholarships as well. Sign up today by visiting boisestate.edu/esports for more information.
I thought you were dissing me there for a second.
wasn't.
I know. I appreciate. No, I 100% appreciate it. 100%. But I thought for a second, because I heard it, and then I thought it was like production do Colin's job, and I was like, Artie.
No.
But I appreciate the compliment. Thank you very much.
Of course, and
Take it back. I was presumptuous.
okay, I'm glad. There's no hard feelings on this desk. With that being said, though, UCLA might have some hard feelings. Now,
Oh yeah.
we are going to jump into a quick break, and I'm going to use that time to actually go pick Coach Moore's brain and figure out if Haven was the Broncos pick or if Ascent was the Broncos pick, because if Ascent was their pick, which they popped off last week on Ascent, UCLA is in for a rough one, and if UCLA decided to pick this after last week's turnaround for the Broncos, I really got to question their life choices. With that being said, don't go anywhere. We'll be back here in just a few minutes with more Valorant.
Idaho's Central Credit Union, looking after your daily balance.
Finding the numbers advantage right now. This means Boise State's got to play a little more advantageous, and all James Madison's got to do is trade out effectively.
Destroyed.
Maybe gonna get sussed out, not yet. But they definitely think something's happening. We'll see if Ariana can do it. Really big timing too.
Spike down B.
One. Taken
wall. J-Bag's going to find one as well. He commits to playing.
5v3, but Broncos have had themselves in this spot before and have lost it, so they'll have to be careful.
Enemy remaining.
Poison. Marina takes out 2. Takes out 3.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Visit NationalGuard.com to begin your guard adventure.
Hello and welcome back to this broadcast of CVal from the Boise State Esports Arena. Currently, the Broncos are playing it off against UCLA, their second squad, and they did just have a solid victory on Haven. This is currently the playoffs to go into the championship, and only the top 2 teams from the 32 currently in the West make it to that championship later this year. So the Broncos looking for a clean sweep. Can they end it all here on Ascent, or will be forced onto Lotus? It's still Artie and Colin on desk calling all of the action for you. After that, I'm going to say confidently dominant performance that we had for the Broncos, which we did find out Haven was our pick. So it was either they're super comfortable in Haven and last week was a fluke, or it was an instance of we want redemption. Either way, Broncos showed up and they came and they dominated first map. Ascent is the pick for UCLA, and honestly, in my opinion, I think that's a bad choice. What about you?
Yeah, 100%. I think they're gonna have to show some really good tech for them to change my mind in terms of Boise State being such a strong team on Ascent, like it being one of our primary maps. And I feel like Boise State has gone through this period of time where we always find this map that we feel comfortable on, and then we meet some other team that is better at it than us, and then we somehow turn that into our power map. Because I think back to like a year ago when we played Hawaii, and Hawaii swept us mid-season, but then we took them in the Mountain West Championship and then won map 3 on Ascent. Like that was crazy. We somehow turned it to our power map. So I think they're in for a rough fight. Personally, not that I want to see the Broncos lose, but I would love to see them play Lotus. So, throw in for the narrative? No, don't. But, that's my feelings on it.
I mean, it's completely valid. We're storytellers on desk. We are pot stirrers. That is our job. But even though we are requesting that we see Lotus, everyone who's playing today is definitely going to be following important keys to advice to avoid that from happening, and those keys come in the form of Doc's Keys to the Game, presented to us today by Drop In Gaming. Doc's Keys to the Game for Valorant. Our focus angles and flanks, know your win condition, count those cards, call abilities, and click heads. Drop In Gaming is a premier online platform for gamers who seek competition. Play your favorite games to win cash and prizes through free and paid entry matches and tournaments. Whether you're new to the scene or a seasoned veteran, Drop In Gaming has the right games and competition for you. To begin your competitive gaming journey, sign up today at dropingaming.com.
Heading on to Ascent. Give a little bit of fight through. We're all familiar with Ascent. We all know the Ascent maps, and we do have our standard lineup, our top 5 starting.
Yes, it's going to be Ririana, Daimyo, Aldum, J-Bags, and Skies, and Daimyo is Big Dime in-game. As we all found out during the last map, today's lineups are brought to us by Count. Count Identity Trust Global Network delivers real-time fraud prevention, account protection, and enables personalized customer experiences for more than 9,000 leading brands.
I'm expecting in terms of seeing agents from characters. Okay, I'm not even gonna get to predict here, but yeah, this is our pretty standard lineup. Seeing J-Bag on that KO, Rihanna on the KJ as well as Skies on the Jet, Daimyo on the Alden switch between who gets the Soba on this map. I believe it was Alden. No, I think it was Daimyo on Soba last time around.
Did they play a game of rock, paper, scissors before the map starts?
You know, honestly, if that was, we need to get that on camera.
I agree.
That's amazing. Knife is committed. Over on the B side, it's going to scan Alderman as well.
Omen Smoke outside of Fish Market, blocking off line of sight. Daimyo is also in an Omen Smoke.
Was holding on to that paranoia, really waiting to let it go. J-Bag gets some pings on the map, letting them know that there's a presence, some cat and tree. They may be pushing into tree here, but Knife won't be up for another 20 seconds. These two.
Cloud Smoke and Omen Smoke are both dropped over near a tree to force the Broncos to back off. We have a Sova run in, come flying. Skies manages to pick up the KO who's behind Sova, but Boolin found Skies. Big Dame goes down to Gonbug, and then Vicious will find J-Bags. It's just 2 left standing for the Broncos, 4 for UCLA's. Alden finds Boolin. Aldem finds Silent Vowel, and now it's a 2v2. Paranoia goes out, and Aldem's caught in the crossfire, goes down to Gonbug, and they're classic.
Has a lot of time to work with right here. It doesn't have the smoke anymore. They can't play around it. Does no one is Gen. Oh, is going to get an amazing left click headshot right there on Gonbug. Now it's just this Jet, who they know is Generator. Somewhere around there. Could be looping around. That's a little bit of shot, 70 HP.
This is a game of chicken. This is a game of chicken. Oh, no.
Tough loss. Had the thought that crossed my mind if they could wrap around the side of Gen and go all the way through, but that pick on Sky is also getting the KO is insane. You were shooting at the Sova, but then ended up getting the KO. So unfortunate, but nevertheless, Boise State keeping it close on a 2v4.
And just as a reminder, if you missed out on the first map of Haven, UCLA ended up picking the first 2 rounds, but they were on defense on Haven to start, and then the Broncos took 2 back-to-back shortly thereafter. So first round on Ascent with UCLA attacking, they claim victory and are going to be going into their first half-bye round.
This guy's forcing the Marshall. Took a peek towards Cat, didn't find anything. Now watching attacker mid out from that midpoint.
There was no one at tiles either.
No presence so far.
This is where the anxiety starts to get to me. It's too quiet.
It's too quiet. This UCLA team, once again, just loves this sort of, like, no information given, no presence shown, very little of it, using various bits of intel that they have to sort of fake out where UCLA could be attacking from. And they do a pretty good job at it. And Dart does get committed. They're gonna figure out J-Bags in this corner piece. And the Knife is gonna suppress 3, but it doesn't matter as they're gonna get 2 here.
Alden blind firing through the smokes onto point. We do see Alden manages to pick up one side. That was Skies with the Marshall blind firing. Rihanna is going to meet Skies over near door. Did knock out window on Heaven. 3 are still on site. Spike finally gets planted. Rihanna's jiggle peeking the corner as Skies is clearing catwalk just in case anyone decided to go the long way around as Rihanna loses their turret.
Only a classic to reround his name, but Skies has a Marshall here. He's known to be pretty dead with his Oh! Sees the shoulder, but a Guardian's going to take down Rihanna, and the Vandal from Gonbug is going to take down Skies. And finding ourselves in a rather similar situation to what we saw in Haven. Now down 2 rounds, and we did force though. So we're actually not all of us. I think Skies was the only one that forced a Marshall. So
Marshall's cheap though, right?
Yeah, Marshall's cheap, but I don't know. Could be going for a shorty play.
Turret out.
Yes, Aldum. Yes, I am here for it. Commitment to the Odin wallbangs, but the knife over towards Wine and A main picks up 3, basically telling Aldum that there is no one going through Fishmart.
Yeah, the immediate stop of the spam too, and the potential thought about rotating, but the KO scan definitely made them hesitate, and now they're second guessing. I think that was J-Bag taking down the Sova drone that was pushing around. But once again, a little bit of med presence shown. J-Bag's going to get 1, and they're going to pick up J-Bag and Skies. Skies trying to assist J-Bag through 1. That's Daimyo picking up Booin.
Spike is getting planted. Don't know where at yet.
Spike planted.
Sounds like Jenny. Drone is being deployed. Oddman finds 2 sitting over by Jen. He's going to get the scan at a bunch of bullets, but that's not wall spammable. Working on the copium there. Diamond's going to throw it out of smoke.
Man was crestfallen when that initial knife went out and there was 3 on A, okay?
Yeah. Looking for something. Oddman saying, I did not buy this Odin for nothing.
You know, there's 1 in tree. That one is cleared. We're clearing out Hell. We find that one. We see the KJ nano grenades coming out from Wine. Drop the bot. Those mines are nowhere near, but unfortunately, Rihanna just could not get the better of the duel, and that's the 3rd round to UCLA.
I got your backs.
So far working really well here, and this, I actually don't know, as we can't really see the scoreboard. This might also be, yeah, this is a save round for the side of Boise. So this is the potential for UCLA to go up 4-0 before even really feeling threatened. Now, don't count Boise State out because they're on an eco. I think you and I know more than anything that some crazy things can happen on an eco. So I wouldn't count them out. But if UCLA plays this right, they should take another round.
Knife goes out onto A. Skies is suppressed, but is not moving from his spot. And I do agree with you. Broncos have won on thrifty, full, almost borderline full save rounds before in the past against entire AR squads.
We have some very deadly big iron players.
Placing swarm grenade.
Nanoswarm's going to go out, not be detonated. The shock dart's going off by Alderman as well. Don't know if they find any value out of it.
Didn't get any hit indicators, so I don't think so. I believe that's Daimyo's smoke outside of the fish market to force the enemy team into a rough situation or to disengage. Still have people posted up with Skies over on A main. Our KO is near catwalk outside of tree. Omen's in mid. Unfortunately, our KO goes down to the enemy KO, and Boulin finds Big Dime. Attempted paranoia was a whiff, but Skies goes in and with an exit frag finds 1, but goes down to the enemy Omen. Now it's a 2v4.
Spike planted.
The value, though, is there. You spent $200 on a weapon and got a kill for it. So the value is there.
We're not looking to win this round. We're looking to make them regret their financial decisions.
Even getting 1 on a save. Pretty good. Re-round waiting for the smoke to go down. Does have turret and alarm bot, and a nano bot gets immediately taken out.
Oh my gosh.
As soon Dart looking scan, they know. Oh my god! And
That all them. Oh my gosh. I mean, again, we're not here to see a round win. We're here to see some crazy plays, and that was one of them. Holy cow.
wow. That absolute instinctual headshot through the wall is absolutely insane. I mean, that's 50% luck, 50% like I've hit this shot before, so I know I'm going to put my crosshair. But wow, I mean, even on a full or a near full save, Boise State finding 3. UCLA still up 4, so it's a little bit of an issue, a little bit of a problem. But I don't think it's not necessarily a hole that Boise State is not unable to dig themselves out of.
All right, Skies.
We see you.
Last time you pulled this out, the first time it was unsuccessful and you instantly got dinked. No one on the enemy team picked it up, thankfully. But that's a lot of money to commit.
literally on $0 after this round.
It's like buying a brand new PC all in parts and not knowing how to put it together. But Rihanna in a 2v1 finds one, does end up going down to Silent Val shortly thereafter, but did put a lot of damage into that poor KJ.
Shock Dart's being committed. Hunter's Fury looking for a pick. It's going to get one on the KJ. It's going to get the elimination. Daimo now clearing Fish Market. Is going to get some spam through, not get the elimination for it. Are going to dodge this, the flash.
I think if they stayed back 1 second, they would have dodged the knife as well. Skies picks up one. Daimyo finds another. Now we're in a 1v1. Who's going to be the better of the two?
There it is.
It is Skies. Also, Skies dropped their op just to pick up the AR, and I believe left it right where in the spot. Oh no! Oh no! Now they might not be able to grab it. Can he get it in time?
All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. We can breathe. We can breathe. We can breathe for a second. That was scary.
Unfortunately, Broncos did lose a lot of players that round. By a lot, I mean 4 of our Broncos ended up passing away. So 3 are going to be on half shields this round, and 1 is, I think, in either single or double digits, or none whatsoever as far as credits go. Yes,
yep.
Rihanna is flat broke. I know that feeling.
Oh man, don't we all? What? Has the full util committed, and now it's over to the side of A as well, not on B.
Enemy Jets committed Bladestorm. Sonic went through main. Well, the Recon Dart went through main. Didn't find anything. This guy's checking tiles. We did see the Sova from Cat. They're going to instigate Hunter's Fury. Hunter's Fury finds Daimyo, and Skies escapes just barely.
So much value found out of a single Hunter's Fury, finding Daimyo, and then also getting damage on Skies as well in mid, trying to escape. Skies still has a lot of mid control here, playing with the op. They get a little bit info on A, getting some spam through. Smokes are committed as well. J-Bag doesn't necessarily hear anything tree, but this should be a pretty big A commit, and J-Bag and Skies are going to find one as Rihanna is going to go down to Gonbug.
We're in a 3v3. Unfortunately, Skies is at sub 50% health currently. Bladestorm is still instigated. We hear Omen pop ult. Don't know where Omen has gone. Probably has the spike and is rotating all the way across the map because the Broncos are only near B. They're not actually at B, or it's a complete fake out. Spike has been planted. We saw Omen teleport while we were in our drone for that moment, possibly looking to use smoke to hide in.
Yeah, I don't know if the team had fully rotated with the Omen so far. And Skies now gets paranoid, but gets a little bit of help from the scan dart.
Skies, pro stick it. Just no. Okay,
Oh!
all right. I see you. But let's be real, you totally could have won that just holding down the spike.
Pros don't fake.
But you probably would have ended up dying at the end. So I got it. Nicely done, Skies.
I had the Bladestorm also only at like 11 HP, something like that. Would have been close. It definitely would have been close there. But now we have 4 ultimates of our own that are ready to go as well, and not a single UCLA member that's close to it. I guess you could call Silent Val the KJ. They're 2 away from it. If they get an orb and a kill, they have lockdown, which could be a pretty good tide turner for UCLA. But so far, Boise State winning 2 in a row. Still feeling a little broke here. Definitely haven't recovered financially, but step by step. Solid spray isn't finding anything whatsoever. Maybe found a little bit of damage. We're not sure. Definitely not a headshot or a kill.
No. Mainly just asserting dominance and striking fear into the enemy team and telling them, oh, they have another Odin.
Not this again. We're in the flash. That was committed over towards A side. 2 on this one angle. They're more than likely to meet the Skies op. If they dry peek this. Oh, Daimyo's going to find one over towards B. But unfortunately gets caught out using util.
Oh, J-Bag, no. Oh, here we go. Oh, never mind.
Some immediate trades from UCLA, and now all of a sudden Boise State is evening it a little bit out. Rihanna really needs to get this elimination. All right,
there we go.
We're able to get it.
2v1, but that person has the Odin.
really showing up right now.
Aldum, this is why we got to be careful what we die with.
Yeah. Lockdown. Yeah.
Oh, and it's a supreme lockdown.
Yeah, this is exactly the play. Don't chance it. Get the round secure. It doesn't matter. Sky is going to get the elimination as they attempt to push forward. 3-4. All of a sudden, it was looking like UCLA starting to pull away with the match. Broncos bringing it back a little bit.
Rihanna just wanted to swap guns.
No, I want the op.
Oh, Rihanna picked up the op. Yes, it's because we picked up someone's... No, we just picked up the op. I have no idea what the hot swap gun exchange was. Aldum once again committing to the buy with the with the Odin.
This will work one time.
Man,
must have faith. Let's not waver.
Whatever you say, man.
The spam is surely going to go through, but first is going to commit scan. It is going to go through. Oh, what?
Oh, but light shields. Light shields.
Yeah, but still just like contesting the Odin spray with the sheriff.
They were undeterred. What can I say?
Yeah,
they knew. They were like, this man has consecutively just recon darted and then heckin' spray fired before even getting confirmation anyone's there.
Yeah. They big diff that time around. Even up at a 4-4. Down under a minute here. Rebound his turn is going to get some information and get destroyed there over towards A main as the smoke comes in to support Rihanna.
We saw Paranoia go flying towards heaven from A main as well as the Omen smoke in A main. So that's some util commitment, but no one's crossed out through that smoke just yet. We can see Rihanna's not looking away. There's a smoke on mid. We no longer have line of sight towards tiles or catwalk. Possibly someone looking to come through market.
30 seconds left.
Damio's still holding B main as well. Rihanna on A main still. And with 20 seconds left, Sky's going to fire a shot but not get anything. The knives are going to be committed. Updraft. That's J-Bag getting one but gets immediately traded out.
We confirm where Spike is at, though. We're in a 2v3. Daimyo is going to commit the Omen ultimate to get into heaven. Gets pop shot by the Guardian. Skies avenges their fallen teammate. There's one at tree. Now we got to find the Sova, who's still on Gen, and Skies pops off, eviscerating the enemy team with that Blade Storm.
Skies is 100% feeling it, 100% warmed up right now. Pulling it off with the op, pulling it off with the knives. 3 rounds in a row, Skies has had a pretty big impact in the way Boise State wins these rounds as well. And now, at a 4-4 so far, tied up. But UCLA's going to have a bye. They're going to be able to force buy here with not a lot of money. So now UCLA is on the other side of how the turntables turn. Now they're the ones that broke.
All right, Michael Scott.
It just has to be said, at least every now and then. And the pip cameras show the team is hyped, so they're absolutely feeling it.
How broke is everybody? From what I saw, pretty broke on both sides.
Yeah.
Aldum, I see you've adapted, holding on to the recon dart and not just immediately sprint. I'm so proud.
They've evolved. If you couldn't hear it, there was a 3-piece clap there. Knife is going to scan J-Bag, and only J-Bag at Skies. with the shorty sitting in smoke on Cat, but it's going to dissipate. This guy's going to go to turn the other way. Still holding on to Cat, so there's got to be at least a little bit of information that Sky's got, that somebody's there.
Enemy Omen smoke in B main is not a one-way. It's a little bit too far back. We force another one in Garden. Backing Skies off. Who's just going to shoot one randomly through. J-Bag looking to go through Archway onto Catwalk. There's the spray fire with the Ares from Aldum on B site. There is an enemy lockdown. Silent Val's going to find Rihanna, who's trying to rotate over into CT, but could not get there.
30 seconds left.
Dart is going to scan the back of sight. Aldum's going to get one, but get traded out.
planted.
Oh, now the spike gets planted. All right.
Daimyo points out there could be one still B side of main. Clears all of it. Not going to find anybody. Oh, but gets the
Oh, the flick.
beautiful little flick. Going to find one. And get the paranoia blind there.
Oh, no.
Oh. But they know where Daimyo is. He's going to fake the TP. Get scanned. Oh, no. Really intense situation for Daimyo. Here now, it's the rush. Boone running out of time. Doesn't clear right. It's going to go down. Tough situation to be in. Boise State now at a 4-5 scoreline here. Sky's at the top leaderboard, 14-3. UCLA has gone bug. They're Omen at a 12-5 here right now, and all Boise State 5 Sheriff, 5 Gamers right now with 2 light shields. Oh no, we switched to a Stinger. You ruined it. Oh nope, switched back to Sheriff. We're all good now. 5 Sheriff, 5 Gamers.
One-way peek from the skies. From this Omen smoke. Goes almost all the way out. A main. Didn't see a soul nor footstep. Broncos just posted up, but we've got 3 rotating out of A site.
I wonder if this flank's going to find anything. Shock Dart was looking for util to break. Isn't going to find anything as Rihanna wasn't set up in that location. They still have yet to commit. They do have confirmation that there is at least one person B. The smokes go out. The dart doesn't find it. Actually finds one person. And now this one's going to block off 3 Rihanna as J-Bag, Skies, and Daimyo are fast rotating.
Oh!
They're on site.
Spike planted.
Four. KO is living for the enemy team right now, but is on the ground. Broncos lose 2. J-Bag took down the Jet, who's trying to revive the KO. KO goes down with their ult expiring. J-Bag finds another. J-Bag, can you get the last one, get the defuse? The question is, where is this KJ hiding? I mean, of course, they're in the back of the site, but the question is, will you... Oh, my God, it's Peekaboo.
No way.
Peekaboo.
Oh. No time. There's no time.
Just finish the kill.
Yeah, no time.
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, hit the gritty on the spike.
Hit the gritty. Able to get the 4-piece, but not able to get the spike defused. Now 4-6 here. Best outcome, Boise State managed to get 2 more here and tied up 66 and go to the next half. Ottoman has a...
I know.
Again.
You can, yeah. Coach Moore,
you'd love
you
to
need
see
to
it.
work on the financial decisions of these players more.
Keep up. Get out of my way.
Love to see it.
Late's not committed from UCLA. Skies is hugging a box inside the Omen smoke. Did get some damage, so intel has been given over to UCLA that Skies was there. They're not positive if Skies is still there. And this is one of my favorite angles, just outside of tree, to hold with any agent on Ascent, personally. Is it crazy sometimes? Yeah.
Sometimes crazy works, though. A jump spot isn't going to find anybody B main. Lamb's going to smoke it off one more time here.
They heard the ult orb getting grabbed inside. So they know someone was at least there. Not positive they still are.
Knives are active, too.
Still.
On the side of UCLA. You have Hunter's Furies as well. So could possibly deny plant spike. Once again, this UCLA team not hard committing to anything yet so far. Boise State playing equally amount as passive, not taking a whole lot of space here.
30 seconds left.
KO Knife is committed over to B. Daimyo is going to be able to get one, get traded out. Oddman's going to get one with the Odin. He's going to keep spamming. He's going to find it, though. And I believe UCLA should have full control of site right now. And there's Hunter's Fury is going to find the spike planter. They are going to commit their life to plant the spike. It does put them at a numbers disadvantage. Oh.
One enemy remaining.
3v1. Broncos have time. They've forced the Omen into a different corner. Beautiful.
Solid retake. That's exactly how you want to play it. Beautifully done by the side of Boise State. And now 1 round away from tying it up, or UCLA could take another one and put themselves in a 2-round advantage into the half. Ottoman definitely showing up at the 3-piece here. Also getting one of the shock darts as well, which is not something you see a whole lot, but you love to see it.
Broncos are going to tie this up, and then on offense, they're going to roll over UCLA. I'm calling it now. If I just jinxed it, I am very sorry to all of our players.
They did it to themselves.
Exactly.
Should have won more rounds. So sticking with the Odin. A lone Aldman with the lone Odin. I don't know. A lot of presence over the side of it. Oh, and just picked the wrong side, got the wrong read.
Please live. Oh my gosh.
Spike planted.
Canceled the Hunter Fury?
I think so.
Yeah, they did. That's crazy. We want to check the fish market. Daimyo's going TP away. This guy's going to find 2, 1 more, looking for a third. J-Bag's going to steal it though. Now down to a 1v2. It's all up the skies here.
Check the right angle. Check the right angle. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Just stick it. Just stick it.
Woo, but not enough time.
Will Skies make it out? He will.
The halves switch. You don't add another death to your KD, but UCLA is going to take another round. 5-7. Not looking bleak. I wouldn't say definitely not out of it, but UCLA definitely holds a certain level of advantage. But if Haven's indicative of anything, that Boise State is really strong against this passive play style that UCLA has.
I mean, sometimes if you're playing into a team that is, and I'm not trying, it's going to sound mean no matter how I say it, the passive style works if you're playing against a team that is stupid aggressive, and that means that they don't use util wisely, they don't claim space wisely, they just rush a location and pray. But Broncos don't play like that.
Yep. Play fast, but play calculated.
Yes.
Commit over towards Cat. Trent's going to be put down to watch the flank outside of B. Coming up kind of the paranoia. This guy's going to get one. Now watching the flank. Dart's going to scan Daimyo.
It's tragic.
Now everyone's in tree or on site as Plant's going to go down.
One enemy remaining.
Just KJ left standing there in heaven. They're going
oh no.
from the high ropes. They do find Aldum as they ascend down to the ground, but nonetheless.
Just a suicide dive, really. Like saw the drone and just said like you. Like
I'm gonna die
yeah,
anyway.
Yeah, I might as well take someone down with me. We do see Aldman going for the hero rifle. A wise decision to make, going with the light shields. Absolutely no money. But if they're managing to get 1 or 2 because of the Vandal, that's value.
I'm just thinking back to the Odins.
Do you think there's an Odin on attack that we see from Aldman?
No, but I think this is reminiscent of said Odin.
Yeah, yeah. Some confidence they're gonna get the job done. Love to see it.
Smoked off archway in mid. No one decided to peek through. Clearing out the rat angle, headed over towards Garden.
Ooh.
Nice flick from Skies is going to pick up the KO. We have Paranoia going out to try and deter anyone from inside Heaven. Cleared out Generator. Hell's not been cleared. Storm Grenade on to Wine. No one was there. Cloud Smoke on Heaven. Skies is going to go up there? You just, yeah, posting up here. I got you.
Calling out that Sova Dart lineup that is so popular on this A site right now that scans a lot of Gen. J-Bag's going to commit a flash. It's perfect
it's
throw.
Huge.
Sky's going to pick up 2, but not enough ammunition in the magazine, but doesn't matter. He's going to pick up the 4th. Just like that, it's evened up.
Beautiful.
Chef's kiss. Oh. That flash was beautiful. That was very well played. That was coordinated beautifully. As we do see a Skies top fragging, 24 kills and 7 deaths.
You could also tell how much that pop flash was communicated because you could see Rihanna turn around so that he would not get hit by the flash and then immediately turn back around. So that is great communication happening between the Broncos right now.
Art is going to find 2 as turn goes down. The scan's also going to find them as well. Door's going to go down. Sky's playing really aggressive into the site. They're where?
They're all
Wow.
boxed in to the back of the site. 2 have gone down. Daimyo is over by logs outside of Market. Oh! Revealed himself a little too early.
Trying to play anti-flash. Didn't quite work out. Now at a 2v3. J-Bag does have a Phantom, though.
Enemy remaining.
And only 1 left standing in a 2v1. Spike is planted just outside of the back of sight in the corner.
Zara's going to find a way. Molly's going to section it out, and Altman, the blind fire through the smoke. He's going to find him. Now Boise State holds the round advantage. And UCLA is on an eco right now. So should have a decent chance of running away with these next 2 rounds.
We're going to hope for that to happen. It's just when UCLA was on attack, they did win 4 consecutive rounds in a row.
Yeah. But that was their attack, and yeah, perhaps when they start building up momentum, they start getting a bit stronger. Only 1 detected here on site. We're gonna go down.
That one has been eliminated by Daimyo. Smoked off CT, sending a second one just as the first expires. Rihanna and Alden both pick up 1. It's just KJ, and as I'm saying, it's just KJ. It is now just Jet left standing. Daimyo having killed KJ as Spike was getting planted.
Boise State starting to look like they're running it down. Almost. It's like a calculated rundown is sort of what they're going for here, and it's really working. So far, every round, Boise State has hit B, and they have yet to be hard stopped.
UCLA is trying to play for retake, but when you play for retake and you don't force enough util out of the enemy team, you're going into the lion's den.
Yeah. Especially when Boise State plays as confidently as they do as well. You're gonna find them trading crossfires, angles, holding cheeky spots. It's not gonna be an easy retake. Silent's gonna get 1. Skies is gonna get a lot of damage on this Sova and be taken down, but Diamond's gonna get the trade here. And now in a 3v3 situation, Spike is going to go down. And Diamond's gonna hold this double box on left as they get paranoid.
Cloud Smoke over towards main. The 2 have both walked in a conga line from CT. It's just the KO left standing.
Oh! The lineup, just as I was about to compliment them with swinging this together, I really did like it, the fact they swung that together. But unfortunately, they both lined up, and they both end up missing a lot of shots. that leaves the KO able to clutch out the round. Unfortunate, but GG, go again. As it looks like the Broncos are not fully committed to a B site. Maybe, okay, never mind. Everyone's going to B.
I mean, they've only failed on B site twice.
Yeah.
No,
I
once.
think once, yeah.
Yeah, they failed on A site once, failed on B site once, but B's been the most successful, so
Yep.
why not?
Why not? And it was close, too. It was sort of just a luck stop they had as well. Guys, he's going to be able to find it. Nanoswarms, for the first time we see it come out, trying to stop Skies from getting the door. Oh, and now the Ares gets brought out as well. Ottoman gets the KO, but they might be able to get revived because the smoke gives them a little bit of cover.
Yep. Toaster's back up and running.
J-Bag's going to get the refrag. Vicious going to get one. The shock dart's trying to come out and get something. Not able to do it. They know there's two backside. And there's an op. That was fired for the smoke. And now Vicious just is popping off.
Daimyo, run! Thank you for giving me the full animation because I requested that from the esports tower players and they didn't give it to me. But you might want to put it away.
Nah. Skins equals one.
Looks like he's going to be planting for sight from... I mean, he could technically full tell. That's going to go back over towards garden and the tree. KJ turret's still up and running. We can see that, so we know she's nearby.
And holding this window, trying to find a timing here. Is going to be able to find it. He's going to get the pick on the KJ here. Now it's just Sobin's Jets. But the Jet's going to perfectly also get a timing as well, jumping on to Jen. Daimyo not able to react in time.
We are now tied 9 aside. Overtime is definitely in the cards.
Oh yeah, 100%. I think UCLA finally getting some traction here after Boise State winning 4 in a row. Yeah, there's definitely the chance, and now we see a little bit more emphasis, or we just see J-Bag over there. So yeah, I imagine they'll commit a little more utility and a little more people over towards A, expecting Boise State to switch it over because they've lost B so many times. But that's what the enemy expects. You don't want to do that. Go B again.
And it looks like J-Bag was posted up to be the bait on A site, taking the suppress. We've picked up Spike, wrapping over towards Market through mid. Alarm bot goes off on our Omen, which is unfortunate, but we've gotten in, cleared doorway. Looks like one's rotating to the back of site for UCLA as we lose Daimyo.
And this guy's with paranoid as well. So that's going to be able to get
6 health. 6 health.
That's done.
Breewar's going to have to find a way to get rid of this Sova. So dangerous.
Sova's just around Tetris.
Nice.
Forced out, fine Sova. The question is, where's the Jet? With the, perfect knife comes out. Able to suppress the Jet, who swapped over to a Vandal again. No operator. We are once again in a game of chicken. Or has it become Ring Around the Rosie? And it's going to be J-Bag who wins. Broncos now 3 away from clutching victory here on Ascent. In a best-of-3 series, 2-0 would be fabulous, but UCLA is not going to give up just yet. I believe their economy is going to be a little bit rough going into this next round, though.
Oh yeah, 100%. They're really hurting here going forward, and this is going to be where they're going to have to find a way to fight tooth and nail. They're going to have to get scrappy here because this is how it's going to be. You're getting into territory where, you know, either somebody's just going to flat out take rounds in a row and win it all, or, you know, I have a feeling it's going to be back and forth.
Oh, Skies gets suppressed with Blade Storm out. That's fine. Just take your time. Daimyo's created a one-way at A main. Looking to see if anyone shows their toes, but I don't think anyone is, well, lacking enough brain cells to do that.
Daimyo is now joined by J-Bag holding on to A here. Skies ventures out into mid a little bit. Cat was smoked off by Daimyo as well. They do get a ping for tree. They're expecting people to be there. Oddman's the one with the spike still hanging back as Rihanna is just holding on to B, trying to find somebody that gets a little bit too adventurous. Oddman does get scanned though by the knife. That could be dangerous.
It's not the first time one of our players has been scanned by the knife in that area.
Yeah. Notice Boise has slowed down significantly. Oh, and they get spotted. Gonna be able to run away. This guy's trying to find the upward advantage, and there's a KO in the corner of the short. He's gonna find two.
Down B.
What?
A little bit of a misplay on Sky's part. Omen from UCLA pops their ultimate. Rihanna goes down to Silent Val. J-Bag gets Silent. Boolean finds J-Bag. Aldum finds Boolean. We're in a 1v2 with Hunter's Fury. 10 seconds remaining. Aldum just commits to the plant. It's around Tetris. The question is, where will he post up after he gets paranoid? Instead, just walks in the direction of where it came, getting shortied. And Vicious will take down Aldum. We are now tied, 10 aside.
Yeah. So UCLA might have taken a little bit of my advice. They definitely found a scrappy way to fight. The crossfire they created in B main, yeah, and the fact that their KO is able to find two there, nutty, insane. That alone sort of swings so much of the momentum over the side of the UCLA because you lose knives, and then I forget the second person they lose. I think it was Aldman they lost. Not 100% sure on that. Don't quote me, but yeah, a lot of the momentum swung over their side that round. But Boise State has 3 rounds to push with. UCLA has identical ones to counter.
Knife towards A main from RKO. Does not pick anyone up. There was a return knife on the opposite side of the map towards tiles, so no one got intel. Other than saying no one is there. We use Owl. We got a mark on the KJ who's on Tetris. They go down.
Oh.
Silent Val drops J-Bag. Rihanna drops Silent Val.
Down A.
D. Chewy picked up multiple members of the Broncos. Our poor KO is in a stun lock, hoping to get res.
Oh.
But Vicious again with the operator finds Aldum. J-Bag goes down to Silent Val. Guys, 1v3. You don't lose these. Let's go.
Tension builds. Dart is going to be able to get it without getting scanned. They have yet to break doors so far. So I feel like that gives Skies a lot of information. Is going to be able to pick up bomb here. Does have 45 seconds. So they have enough time in the world to rotate, but I don't think they're going to go for that. They might go for trying to make UCLA think they rotated over. It's a possibility. But Skies still holding the single. It's again yet to
30 seconds
either
left.
side make a sound so far. We're sure going to have to plant this spike now. 15 seconds. He's going to be able to plant the spike. Does go down. Dart is also committed to win again, and a triple peek. Probably the most dangerous thing you could ever turn the corner to. UCLA is going to take it and go to round number 11.
Firing squad was posted up, and truthfully, in that moment of silence when Skies was just staring down heaven, in my mind, I knew the UCLA squad was not going to peek until the sound cue from Skies was that Skies was planting or running away, because that's just how they've been playing. They play very patiently, albeit aggravatingly patiently.
Yep. Oh yeah, 100%. Very, very aggravating. And Boise State is seen to start the adaptation process that I mentioned before. They went to a really slow play style, then they went to really fast. It didn't quite work out for them, so I'm a little curious if they'll go with the fast play style here. It looks like they will. Skies will be able to get it, get the dash off, but Vicious was sitting there holding an off angle. This guy's 100% done. I expect that J-Bac's going to be able to get trade frag as well on the other KO. You have lockdown here.
The only issue is that lockdown here from Fish Market leaves a tiny little corner in the back of B site open for people to hide in, and you have to quickly engage on that spot.
Yep.
And also avoid the fire that'd be coming from either Market or CT at that time.
The Broncos attempt to do a little bit of missed flash. The second attempt pop flash. Find anybody just yet, but there's who just jumps on to catwalk and nobody, well, it was cleared, but nobody was watching it. Donbug's gonna get out of him. UCLA now 1 round away from securing ascent.
Match point.
We're going into OT. We're going into OT. It's fine. We're going to go into OT.
I believe you. I have faith as well. I have faith as well. We're going to OT. Have three ults at our disposal here. The only issues they have suppression. They also have their own lockdown and their own Hunter's Fury, so they could very much negate. We could just end up negating each other to a degree. We are looking for a little bit more of a split with Spike being held by Daimyo over towards A. They do get scanned by the knife. Skies doesn't get scanned. It's going to be able to back out just in time.
Lockdown. Oh, so Broncos currently baiting B site with the lockdown. We hear a Hunter's Fury cast by UCLA. Sova. Knife on A site did not scan our 2 that were pushed up. This could be an opportunity for us to take A, anticipating UCLA to rotate, dropping util and double cloud smokes, cleared out most of A site, just generator. KJ's close by. The turret was still running as Daimyo goes for normal plant spot, is instead forced out by the swarm grenades.
Almost gonna get one on Rihanna right now, and that was at a rotation over from mid. Daimyo's gonna TP for some info. They can be able to get it. They're gonna counter the KO ult, allow their players to stay there. But Daimyo is playing the anti-flash and gonna go down.
Oh! All right, I stand corrected. We don't go into OT. Instead, your wish is granted.
My wish is granted. Once again, I don't like calling it my wish though, because I feel like I was praying on their downfall. I was praying on the team's downfall. But I get to see Lotus, so I can't be too mad or sad.
It was all for the narrative.
All for the narrative.
And just a quick mention here for one of our fabulous supporters. The Idaho Army National Guard is a proud supporter of the Boise State Esports program. Top plays are presented by the Idaho Army National Guard, who invites you to take your impressive critical thinking skills into real time with more than 10 jobs, offering $20,000 in bonuses and your degree of choice paid for. The Idaho Army National Guard is the best team out there. Reach out to them on Twitch at iGuard Gaming. Now with that unfortunate, I'm just giving you a moment right now to just think about the request, the power of your words that you put in the universe. With that unfortunate loss on Ascent, we are going to be having Colin's wish granted and heading over to Lotus for our 3rd map. Winner takes all. But before we do that, we'll take a quick break. We'll be back here in just a few more minutes with more CVal, so don't go anywhere.
Visit nationalguard.com to begin your guard adventure.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Idaho's Central Credit Union, looking after your daily balance.
Finding the numbers advantage right now. This means Boise State's got to play a little more advantageous, and all James Madison's got to do is trade out effectively.
Destroyed.
Maybe gonna get sussed out, not yet. But they definitely think something's happening. See if Rihanna
back and find one as well. He commits to the point.
5v3, but Broncos have found themselves in this spot before and have lost it, so they'll have to be careful.
Enemy remaining.
Poison. Marina takes out 2. Takes out 3.
Visit NationalGuard.com to begin your guard adventure.
Welcome back, and if you are just joining us, hello. We are covering some CVal action right now between the Broncos and UCLA. Their blue squad, which I believe is their B squad, apologies, that is their second team that is in the same division. Currently, we are tied. Broncos took Haven, and then UCLA took Ascent, which forces us to the tiebreaker map of Lotus. Still Artemis Rain and Colin Majunkin on desk calling all the action here for you. So based off of what we've just seen, what would be your sage advice being given to the Valorant team right now?
Sage advice?
I mean, we're going to Lotus, it fits.
Yeah, I was thinking more of Neon. I was gonna think we have a.
I meant like you are a sage, not as in like the character, the agent sage, but like the title.
As a wise person.
Yes.
Okay. All right. That was confusing considering what we're in. Lotus, I think, is a map that really tailors their BSU's very fast and aggressive play style, and especially with the mind tricks that they can have. Now, granted, this can also be dangerous because if UCLA takes advantages of these mind tricks as well, playing with the doors, playing with the mid doors, the breakable doors, and the rotating doors. It could be dangerous. Now, I'm interested to see what they bring out in Lotus, because I think Lotus is one of those maps where you can really start experimenting with team compositions. You can start bringing out a Neon, a Gecko. You can bring out a Sage, which we don't see a whole lot anymore. So I think I know what our team composition is going to be. I'm more interested to see what UCLA brings out as a potential answer to BSU.
As much as I would love to see Gecko, I'm not positive if he's fully legal in CVal just yet for the playoffs at least.
Yeah, maybe yeah. I know. Yeah, I guess in playoffs, yeah.
And I'm pretty sure we just got word that he might not be. So we're going to lean into the fact that he's probably not legal, but if we see him, it'll be a pleasant surprise. With that being said, that is Colin's keys of advice, but we always have Doc's keys to the game for our Valorant team, because at the end of the day, he is our
real sage.
I was going to say like our doctor, so to speak. This is your prescription for Valorant. Doc's keys to the game are focus angles and flanks, know your win condition, count cards, call abilities, and click heads. Doc's keys to the game are presented by Drop-In Gaming. Drop-In Gaming is a premier online platform for gamers who seek competition. Play your favorite games to win cash and prizes through free and paid entry matches and tournaments. Whether you are new to the scene or a seasoned veteran, Drop-In Gaming is the right games and competition for you. To begin your competitive journey, sign up at dropingaming.com.
And the beautiful, beautiful map of Lotus going into it. Once again, stick with the same 5 starters that we had the whole time.
Of course, it's going to be Ruriana, Daimyo, who's playing as Big Dime, Aldum, J-Bags, and Skies. It's so weird to me that this game just lets you change your username every month. I love it. It's weird, though. Confuses me. With that being said, today's lineups are brought to you by Count. Count Identity Trust Global Network has real-time fraud prevention, account protection, and enables personalized customer experiences from more than 9,000 leading brands. Good luck to our 5 absolutely dominant gamers. Let's hope you pop off a little bit more this game, and let's try not to go for a bunch of Odin wallbangs.
Okay, well, actually, there is a pretty cheeky Odin wallbang. That is a site, I believe.
Hear me out. There normally is one on Ascent as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
How did that work out?
I don't know, but you can do it like right as like where the orb is. If you're in that tree area, you can just like fire out, and it's really cheeky. I haven't seen it work a whole lot, but I right there. If it didn't work this time around, hopefully.
And it looks like Broncos are rolling out on KJ, Breach, Sky, Omen, and Sova, whereas UCLA has brought out the Neon, something we haven't seen in a bit, as well as the Sky, KJ, Omen, and a Chamber.
Wow.
Ooh. This guy's just dodged a bunch of util.
Gonna be able to get the pick.
Ooh! Ghost Gaming. Broncos pick up 3. Just 2 left standing. I'm pretty sure 1 was on C-site, probably the KJ, so they're going to have to rotate. Never mind, KJ's over here. They are going into the firing squad of the Broncos, right-clicking with those classics. Now it is just the Chamber. We don't know where he's at yet, though.
Trying playing close to the alarm, but see if they get a flank here. The Chamber is interesting. I will say that I don't think Chamber is completely out of the meta. Like, obviously super nerfed, like not in it anymore. But a person who still knows how to play Chamber and can utilize the trip still, and the anchor is really strong as well. The anchor is way better than the one anchor has its advantages, unlike the 2 TP had at the time.
J-Bag will be the one to find the Chamber, and I personally really appreciate the frequent balance changes that Riot puts out for Valorant to force the meta to shift. It doesn't just become a meta and then you pray that a overly powered agent is going to get nerfed. There isn't any sort of huge power creep that goes on. It is chronically changing, forcing adaptability from players. And it makes it so you can't just always have a comfort pick. Yes, I'm shooting bullets, theoretically, at a different game that I play a lot.
What game?
But with that being said, Valorant, they know what they're doing. And I agree with you. I'm not positive Chamber is really what UCLA should be doing here.
I've yet to see how exactly they're going to play around Chamber and how they're going to utilize Chamber. I think if they know how to use it, it might be a solid pick. Are they better? Yeah.
Looks like UCLA learned from their previous mistakes, not being posted up forward immediately. Broken door on a B site. We see the turrets there. This guy has to do a double take to take it down. It does tell us KJ is nearby. We're clearing out the other rotating door. Smoked off too. They revealed themselves. They go down. Spike is half planted. Swapping guns because we like the pretty skin. And we have Big Dime pick up 1, but go down to Boolean, who used the slide to dodge the initial headshot. Aldum will find the Sky as well as our Skies finding the Chamber. Now it is just this, never mind. Neon has been packaged up and sent away for Christmas time to their family members.
For a very, very long time.
I call this a Buzz Lightyear gun, by the way.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think it. If the sound actually Disney collab for Riot, I don't know if too many people would buy that, but that would be kind of funny to see. A Mike Wazowski Vandal.
Ooh, I was just thinking that like you could turn the current like aquatic skin, the one that has like the water in it, the bubble gun, according to some people, into like a little mermaid gun, or like have a little Sebastian in there.
I'm surprised you don't have like. Is there live fish in that gun? I'm not sure. I'm surprised there weren't, honestly.
I think Riot get called out for theoretical animal abuse. Gonna clear boxes in C main. Hesitantly walking in, commit 1 Omen smoke, Cloud smoke comes in, Skies dashes, clicks the head of the KJ. Swarm grenades have gone out and expired in standard plant spot. Lots of smokes being dropped down by both Omens currently on the site to lock it down. Cloud smoke just over our brimstone to make sure, our breach to make sure plant is secured. We're gonna look for a concuss. No!
Wow.
We are committing Rolling Thunder and allows Daimyo to come in, find 1. Rihanna will clear out Skies.
massive. I think almost every member of Boise State had a gun. J-Bag no longer has a gun anymore, seeing as J-Bag is eliminated.
Enemy remaining.
Rivian is going to get one as well. Now it's just the Omen that they have no idea where he's at, but they kind of got an idea. They're pinging a little bit. They're going to switch out weapons, skins, more like it. Trying to hunt this Omen down. Alden's going to be the one to find him. Alden's going to be the one to eliminate him. Oh, no.
Oh,
no.
You have unleashed the beast. Okay. Alden was like, hold up. I'm going to show restraint. Drops the Odin. I commend you.
How could you? You've betrayed everything I've known.
Right here.
You feel betrayed for the fact that we're not going to get some cheeky Odin wallbangs?
It would have been the funny.
It would have been the
Ha-ha.
funny, but I do think Aldem has popped off quite frequently
Oh, yeah.
with just standard ARs, and sticking with that is the way to go. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And quite frankly, that Odin play was kind of broken.
Kind of broken, yeah. I will 100% agree with you there. They do find the Chamber being really aggressive out mid, but is merely going to TP away. That's a 40-second cooldown they lose out on. Depending how fast Boise State hits sight, could be advantageous for them.
Skies did get line of sight on like a shoulder or an arm of one of the players from UCLA. They rotated into the mid of sight. Smoke's going to be dropped around the corner towards A, another one towards Heaven. The duel between the Frenzy and I think the Phantom went in favor of the Frenzy, so Skies goes down.
And did the Sky get the gun as well?
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
We had someone else go clear the angle and gun was not there. Oh! That was a bold move.
Oh, did not. But it's 2 for 2 with this amazing 450 credit weapon.
Actually, Silent. It was the Sky and the KJ, both with
Oh,
frenzies.
that's what. Okay, it was the Sky that had the frenzy the first time.
Oh, no!
Taking the TP again. Could have them bamboozled. Kind of did. Unfortunately, didn't have the HP to win that fight, though.
Silent Val with a 4-piece.
Kind of a good name on it. I commend you on your creativity, KJ. But they take their first round out of 4 here, so UCLA slowly crawling their way back in, especially on a Thrifty too, on a Nico as well. I don't know how they find those, but I guess Boise State did the same thing 2 rounds ago, so I can't really complain too much.
Right there.
It just wasn't with frenzies; it was with stingers.
I just had a stroke with Daimyo swapping all that util and equipment so quickly.
Enemy spotted A.
Has a number pad. Getting some pings for this door. They find the chamber. This guy's going to be the one to take the chamber out. Cloud smoke. Door's going to be broken as well. Fighting a little bit into mid here. Spike now makes his way into B site, but J-Bag's going to go down through a smoke kill. This guy's going to be at the one to plant. Paranoia from the right side. Might not expect Skies here, but does get dogged and stunned.
Boleen, D-Chewy picking up 1 apiece. Now 2 left standing for the Broncos. Dueling lockdowns. Aldem gets detained. Ririana is trying to use Aldem for a little bit of bait, but defenders were forced back by our own lockdown. Ririana will find Silent Vowel. All that's left standing, Neon and Sky.
They know they're off. One more time, get some more info. Gets the pick. But the Sky is going to jump off and eliminate Ririana. Now UCLA crawling their way back. I think Boise State should have the credits to force a full buy here, or at least a partial full. They'll at least be able to get rifles, I believe. Bolin and Dichui really kind of just closed this up as well.
They are playing like a dynamic duo currently.
Working out effectively for them. Okay, so yeah. But Skies does have knives, so it really doesn't count. You have a better weapon than the Vandal. Oh, the up hits the foot? Yeah, that had to be a foot shot. There's no way you don't die there. Dash using up drops one more time, but isn't able to find it. Smoke is going to go down. Now affected by the trip. Seekers from UCLA are also going to be committed as well. The shorty comes out. Alban now pushing through tree. Sky's going to be a good one. Boolin's going to get the trade. Skies and Daimyo are going to find one of their own respective as well. And now it's just down to two of the UCLA players. Oh, D-True's going to get Daimyo. J-Back sitting behind this box, waiting for the opportunity. Trying to find something. Two flashes are committed from D-Chewy. J-Back's going to find one. Sky's staying vigilant on this angle.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, Rihanna. It's time for some KJ on KJ aggression.
There it is.
And our KJ is better, at least in this round.
Diff.
Killjoy's tricks. Wait, you know,
Put it in chat.
Nah, the few things we've seen in chat have been very much so in good faith and good spirit.
Entertaining. They've been entertaining so far. But boys say able to clutch it out.
I mean, Silent Val picking up those two, and then Rihanna not moving and waiting, letting the enemy KJ just walk into them instead. Looks like we're going to shake things up. Finally not pushing A site. We're going to go towards C site this time. Rihanna dropping util out early to try and get anyone to peek or get some intel.
Guy's trying to find something. Booling with the ultimate here. The lightning isn't going to find more than one, though. This guy's going to take down J-Bags. Also going to find a second. This guy finds number 2. Go into it. UCLA's already down to the last one.
That was... wow.
Getting a 3-piece. Skies has consistently shown out. Map for map. Skies, you know, a little early, but, you know, Skies might be my pick leaning towards.
I'm not arguing with you on that one. I mean, I've been taking notes if you can't see, and there is a name written down.
There's a lot of notes. There's a lot of notes. Very thorough. I like it.
Memory of a goldfish. I gotta write everything down.
Using the pop flash out of it, trying to get some bait. Trying to bait them into thinking there's more here than there are. Oh, wow.
Vicious picks up 2. Now the chamber finally shows up. Only took 7 rounds, but Gonbug has gone bye-bye for the side of UCLA.
Kind of fake it. They're still sitting here. I just hope they don't pull back and then re-hit C. You never, ever re-hit a site. So they either got to commit or rotate. It will be J-Bag that picks up the spike. It looks like C will be the objective here. They slowed down, caused some silence. They see the chamber trip. They're able to show it though.
Take a second to clear the ground, Skies, please.
Oh no! Sky is going to get the pickup on Skies. That's a weird one to say. And Plant didn't go down as well.
No, we backed off mid animation.
Last player standing.
Now it's just Daimyo left standing. Gonna drop smokes, give himself some cover. Standard spot for Plant. We know the Skies is right down that corridor. And there's the other half of that dynamic duo. Looking to pinch off Daimyo. 2 come in through the main corridor. Daimyo doesn't stand a chance.
Had the right idea.
Oh, for sure.
Had 2 of them look in a different direction. Unfortunately, they both hospital flicked their wrist over towards Daimyo's head. UCLA's going to go up to round number 3. Keeping it close. You know, I'd really like to see from the chamber. I'd like to see the ultimate be committed, but also buy an op as well. So they're double opping.
I once heard someone say I would really like it if Chamber could pop Tour de Force and then give that to someone else.
That would be hilarious.
And
actually.
I was like, no, that is too broken.
That would be hilarious.
It's like, my teammate made poor financial decisions, but here's an operator anyway, for free, of course. Just buy me a Vandal.
For free. Or you give it to a character.
That's true, but that would be even more broken.
Even
Thus
more
is
broken,
why.
yeah.
JBag looking to pop Rolling Thunder onto A site. Sweeps it through. Skies finds Boolean, takes down turret. There's a smoke onto Heaven, and Swarm Grenades have gone out for standard plant spots, so Broncos disengage slightly. Daimyo teleports in. There's the second Swarm Grenade. Paranoia, I think, did land on one of our Broncos, specifically J-Bags, who's now right underneath the smoke for Heaven, looking for that classic from the higher ups play that UCLA has pulled out multiple times.
Looking for that one poor, unfortunate soul that's going to find their demise when they pop over that edge there. J-Bag is going to pick up one, though. We're able to see what quite happened. Alvin's going to get one as well. The flash, it's going to find Gone Bug, and then Reround is going to finish it all off. Finding the chamber. And a flawless for the Sad Boys State.
Now do it again. 7 more times.
Want to see me do it again?
Want to see me run around that rock and come back?
Want to see me do it again?
We might be making jokes that are too old for people, actually.
No, I think that's good enough. I'm about as old as most of these games. All right, so that should be in the realm of possibility, and I'm very out of touch with it.
We haven't seen a hair of any UCLA players, no voice line of enemy spotted. Daimyo comes in, sweeps through one area. Seekers, the cabbages are out from UCLA. Don't see them just yet, so we don't even know where in the world the Skies is looking to egress onto B site from. Broncos have managed to get the plant. And we're using the lockdown to force back the side of UCLA for just a few extra seconds.
Oh, finds a bit of timing. J-Bag, and now the scoreboard just turns blue as UCLA is down to last member. The Sky is able to get up one, though. So not going to get flawless again. They're aware of where this Skies is, and they are more than likely going to save, and none of the BSU players are going to hunt them down.
J-Bag, please get out in time, please.
Got stuck on the wall. That kind of scared me.
You and me both, but thankfully no mistakes were made on that exit by the Broncos. We did lose one, so no flawless, as Colin mentioned, but nonetheless, it's another round victory for our squad. Currently, UCLA, the best they can do is end this in a 6-6 tie, but of course, Broncos are looking to send them into halftime and a 9-3 scoreline.
Right there.
Do you believe in the 9-3 curse?
There is a curse for, like, every scoreline.
But, you know, I called it a hex the other day, last week. I called it a hex.
I like that. I'm most familiar with the 10-2 curse because I am horrible on offense but great on defense.
Hey, gotta know. Oh.
That is an
was
op.
Marshall.
That's an op.
Is that op or Marshall?
I'm pretty sure that was an op shot. It sounded like an op shot. Might be a Marshall, though. I do believe UCLA is a little bit broke.
I thought they were broke.
I'm going to lean into your assumption that it was a Marshall.
Oh, doesn't matter. That's a headhunter, and it took Riri on his head.
To the gallows they go. Aldum rounds the corner. We had a paranoia onto the chamber. Aldum, did you see the chamber is my question.
Fight against it. Planting for main, though. We have yet to do this so far every time we've hit C. Out of the 3-4 times we've hit C.
There was an attempt made the previous time that we went to C site, but Daimyo had to disengage, and we ended up losing. Daimyo does pick up 2 Hunter's Fury. Acting. Ooh! Daimyo with a 4K!
Guys, why'd you take the ace?
We don't worry about ace stealing in competitive collegiate play.
Fair enough, fair enough.
You can scream about all you want in the ladder, but here it's all about teamwork.
Valid. I think this team is one to not care. Rather get the W.
Exactly. And teamwork makes the dream work.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Let's go.
Perform that round. Near flawless as well. In the past 3 rounds, we've only lost 2 players.
All
Is
dub.
that?
He did it again.
Oh, we love to see it. Oh, there's joy in the world again. Drone is going to clear out tree and rotating door. Going to get a trade here. Neon's going to find one and get assisted. Rebound trying to find some span. Ooh. Yeah, we get some damage, but not enough.
Last player standing.
So about that joy in the world.
I don't want to talk about it. all right?
That's what I thought.
I don't want to talk about it. I think Ottoman clutch is here, all right? Breaks the door, gonna rotate over. Has bomb though, so this is entirely possible. Decides not to go for the full retake. Fakes the plant. Oh, and gets shot from the back and in front as well before they even round the corner. And UCLA at an 8-4 at the half. Down 4 rounds. They're looking scrappy. They're keeping it. They're keeping it there. There's times where Boise State will take like 3 or 4 rounds, and then UCLA will come back and like take like 2. So like mathematically, yes, eventually we'll win, but it's gonna take a minute to get there.
We'll see what happens. Most rounds consecutively won thus far belongs currently to the Broncos with a 4-round win streak, and that was in Haven. So we'll have to see what happens.
Yep. Gotten 3 2 times so far last half.
Apologies, 5-round win streak.
They do have the neon. So I am very now curious in terms of attacking wise. They have played a very passive attacking style the entire game. So this neon has to change that up, right? It has to, and it might be quite an adjustment for Boise State to make, or maybe they're used to it. Maybe they counter it beautifully.
I don't know. If this Neon doesn't plan on playing forward, you know, the standard style of the duelist, and being willing to take these 1v1s, because let's be honest, most of the time that we've seen this Neon, they're in the back pocket of Sky.
Yep.
So they're pseudo-fulfilling their role, creating an unfair fight for the Broncos in those 2v1s, but I think you're not playing to the strength of Neon as an agent.
100% agree, yeah. I think I've only seen 1 or 2 times the Neon dive into situations, and both times they've just been headshot, and Daimio's going to find the timing with the stun. He's going to find one. Give Boise State the number advantage, but J-Bag is pretty low here. It's not exactly what you want. Spike is going to go down. Replanted. J-Bag getting some spam in. Don't think they found anything here. And Alderman doesn't have dart for the site, though. It's going to go down. Oh.
Daimio got 2. Rihanna found another. Going for the defuse, and there was someone right by the spike inside the cloud smoke. We did end up getting that elimination. Puts the Broncos up to 9.
Yeah, I think you're right on it. If this Neon feels like they're playing in the back of the team so far, I was really expecting something super aggressive out of A.
I mean, okay, I understand that you want someone to be fulfilling that duelist role, but if you're not going to be playing a duelist like a duelist, I think you're better off, especially playing in the pocket of a Sky. And if you're going to have someone who plays, you know, that entry role already, go for another Sentinel at that point.
Yeah. Shake up the meta a little bit. I think, you know, a duelist is nice to have, no doubt, but if you feel comfortable on something else, try it until it doesn't work, perhaps, or a different duelist. Somebody like perhaps Raze on this map also isn't that bad of a character to choose, and necessarily Raze doesn't have to be super aggro. Like can be, a Raze can definitely be super aggro, but they don't have to be. Not like a Neon or a Jet.
I think UCLA might have been never mind. J-Bag just went down to Well, there goes Boolean as well, so we've traded. But I think UCLA possibly could have benefited from running a second Sentinel in this instance and, you know, pulling out the Sage to play with the Sky.
And then treat your Sky as your duelist as well. And the Chamber pick as well. They've made two very interesting picks here this map that I don't know if they've been necessarily the reason why they've won rounds.
Credit where it is due, though. Chamber with the Headhunter has been deadly, picking up multiple multi-kills. Unfortunately, we do lose Skies to Silent Vowel.
That's done.
It's gonna get the pick on the Sky with the Nano Swarms. Damien's gonna get Gone Bug, looking for the third. It's gonna find the Chamber, not with a whole lot of time left. Yep, it's just going to be found out. They committed 100% to the spike plant when they definitely had some time to take a fight there. And now Boise State 10-4 here, 3 rounds off, looking to secure the bonus here. But UCLA should have their first rifle rounds, and if there's anything we've learned so far, it's that UCLA is definitely not a pushover. They will fight back. They will get their frags.
We'll see. The last time Broncos, well, back to Haven, for instance, UCLA won the first round, and the last 6 rounds were all won by the Broncos.
Yeah.
So, yeah, UCLA got ARs. It just was unsuccessful. We'll have to see what happens here. Most likely they did full buy. Broncos, as Colin mentioned, are on bonus. So no new weapons, but they might be able to pick one up off of a corpse if they're lucky.
I wonder if Skies bought that Vandal then. On the topic of no new weapons, or if somebody from UCLA here rifled.
Oh!
It's gonna pay off, but they get stunned. Will they be able to live through it? They aggressive peek here. Oh, but nobody's in. Nobody's in sight.
Multiple Omen smokes at both entry points. Cloud Smoke did manage to give Skies cover. It did expire. They take out Gonbug, who was on top of the box. That's both Tailwinds used now by Skies, who's under half health. Broncos have C site locked down. No one from A site or B site, as far as our defensive squad, has moved just yet. We still have util posted up on B site entry from our KJ as well. So they are fully aware UCLA has yet to actually fully commit to a site.
Holding this crossfire here too as well. Rerun acting as the contact with Skies. As the follow-up. Damir running around the paranoia, looking for a spot to use it effectively. The util gets popped. There's the flash. Damir has to run away. Ooh. It was a fake. Decides to take the fight and is going to get one. And not enough time to plant the spike anymore. And gets stunned. I'm just going to take it.
Upgrade to a Bulldog.
They've secured the bonus. They've effectively secured the bonus, and I think, but that also they had Bulldogs and Spectres as well. So
I'm pretty sure UCLA was buying for next that round, knowing that if they lost, which they anticipated it, Broncos were going to get free Vandals, and they didn't want to do that. So they were buying for next. So this round, Broncos are still bonusing, and they're going to have full ARs.
Yeah.
Plus full shields and full util.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe, yeah. Did they force the second round?
I don't believe they did.
Yeah, that could be a valid way for them to do that. And they've still adapted. They still have this slower aggressive mindset in terms of the offense. I've yet to see them really take advantage of space, and it's been also the Broncos shutting them down as well. I mean, Skies getting 2 in that site is pretty big, and a pretty big shutdown to them as well. It definitely seems like they play timid when it comes to offense.
Unless they can 3-stack swing a corner, they do play very timid.
Yep. Only one ult available on the side of Boise State here. UCLA has lockdown, which in my opinion is the better ult to have. But also Brianna's 1 kill away from getting locked down as well. So pretty even in terms of what's available for these teams. J-Bag's going to activate the door. Swing out, but there was nobody on the side of A. Looks like all the pressure goes over C.
Daimyo goes down first to the chamber.
There was 2 on B. I saw 2 little question marks.
I bet it's the Sky and the Neon. Calling it now. Those are the 2 on B site.
I'll have to see if anybody swings it right now. Prefer nobody swings it. Rotate over. Ooh, J-Bag's going to get a clean little pick on the Neon here over towards A site, but I believe I saw the Sky also on the radar as well.
Which means Neon's nearby, but
Oh,
ooh, Aldem with headshot onto the chamber. Seems like enemy KJ has dropped their lockdown, as well as the aggressive cabbages have come out from Chewy. The enemy Sky does tell them that our Skies, our Jet, is up here on the high ground. Question is, will Skies be Obi-Wan or Anakin Skywalker in this instance? The answer is Anakin.
yeah. The former. Unfortunate, but they managed to take a round, and they did spend their economy a little wisely. Did they have to use 2 ults to secure the round? Yes, but it's a round secured for them nonetheless. Still looking a little low on the money supply, but
Broncos
most
are broke.
yeah.
There's no sugarcoating it. They're broke.
Yeah, there really is no. Having 2 rifles for J-Bag and Aldman though, with light shields.
Yeah, so you're gonna post one of them up either with one of the people carrying a sheriff or Skies, and you're going to play the if you drop the good gun, I'm going to pick it up. But if you drop someone on the other team with a good gun, I get to pick it up.
Yep.
And J-Bag unfortunately goes down. The question is, can their duo, who supposedly should have been with them, who was not? Oh, they are. Is going to be able to either get that weapon or take down the enemy who killed their teammate. Looks like they did pick it up. Clearing out B site. Holy cow, Rihanna went on one heck of a journey.
Spike planted.
Had the full util look the wrong way. Daimyo's gonna get the headshot though. Jim's gonna get one. Alman's gonna get the revenge on a different character. And Daimyo's filling it on the big iron right now. Ooh,
There they are again. Okay, no, not Neon swung with the KJ that time, but still, this Neon is not taking like duels ever.
Teams are all on that back side. On the rush, Daimyo rushes into the Neon, hoping to get something out of it. Isn't able to do it. Now UCLA. 5 rounds away. Still a long way away. And as I'm talking right now, I get absolutely disrupted by the sights that I see on our scoreboard right now.
Okay.
How you feeling? How you feeling, Artie?
There is a level of concern existing within me right now.
Elaborate.
You saw that big heckin' gun. You saw the Odin. Not at all? Right, okay. We heard Tour de Force get pulled out by the enemy chamber for UCLA. Neon still has their ultimate as well, has not popped it. We have Lockdown and Omen ult for the side of the Broncos. Skies is just sentineling. It's the only way I can put it. And whiffs first shot onto the KJ, who showed their leg and has to disengage.
Didn't take any damage in return either, though. So, neutral?
Yeah, I guess that's one way to put it. It is I think it's a little bit of an intriguing sight to see having a Jet alone on B site with an operator.
Yeah. We do. Drone was used on A. Was able to find the Neon, though. Weren't tagged, however, though.
Probably can guarantee that there was a Sky there somewhere as well.
Probably, yeah.
Alden playing peekaboo around the corner. Just ADing, looking to see if anyone comes around. Still, Jet or Sky's holding down one angle with this operator, hoping to get a pick. But I'm pretty sure that poor KJ, who walked away with their life and probably a minor anxiety attack, said, hey, there's a jet on B site with an op. Let's not go there.
Yep. Rebound is going to get flashed. Backs up. Uses the KJ ult preemptively. They could still have the ability to rotate out. They're going to stick with the plant. Spike. I believe their planter went down as well, and their KJ's not on site. Actually, I think they were. There's a yellow question mark that I saw on the map. I don't know if it's elimination. Yep, they're backing out of sight. No more time to plant the spike as well. And they do get one exit frag before they get taken down, but now Boise State is at match point, and UCLA might be 13-6 again.
Perhaps.
It's a possibility. I don't know what their money looks like. If I get to look at what their money looks like, then because we also have Hunter Furies and Knive as well. And the last time their Neon used their ultimate, used the little lightning fingers, they got one, which isn't many value. And quite honestly, Neon's ult at this high of level just doesn't give that much value. You have to get real lucky. Avoiding the flash. Nobody peeked though, however.
Just completely shut down the opportunity for anyone to push C site currently is what Jet is allowing our team to do.
Because you only have to worry about one angle right there. Nothing else. Skies, or their Sky gets Seekers. They get
The cabbages.
the cabbages. Once again, they're just playing so passively, so patiently right now. They were sided on A, but okay. Cabbages get committed. We say reads the rotation over to B here. A lot of util used. Oh, and a nanoswarm's going to get J-Bag, and the Chamber's going to find Rihanna as well.
Hunter's Fury committed by Boise State. Does find the KJ Silent Val. Still have our operator, our Sky, online. Gone Bug finds Big Dime.
Yeah, this might be a save round, especially for Skies. You have
And
the op.
Aldum.
Don't give him the op. Don't give him the Odin.
They're not going to take the Odin. That's the thing.
You don't know that. Their Omen had an Odin. Remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, he's going to camp out in this little tree. I actually was thinking about it. The Neon might not be playing as aggressive as I thought they should. Okay, you get an extra frag like that, Altman. Sure. Because they don't have a breach. They don't have a KO. They don't have anybody that can give them a flash or give them a stun.
I mean, you have Hawks, which could be why they're playing so close with their Sky, but it just seems wrong.
Yeah.
Here.
I really feel like this Neon for the side of UCLA could provide more than they currently are.
Yeah.
If they weren't playing as hesitantly as they have been.
They are using their stuns, which I do like to see. Consistent. Karina's going to go out. Not going to find anybody out in that corner piece. Another smoke is committed as Daimo's super aggressive over here on the side of A, taking a lot of space. Rihanna, either their gun poked out or Silent Val had a lot of intuition, spams the box, and is going to get Rihanna. Now UCLA has the number advantage here and kind of an ult advantage, though. They have lockdown, but Boise State also has Knives and Rolling Thunder. Could be dangerous if used by both these players.
The Daimyo is very forward. Heading almost all the way to the enemy spawn. We commit the lockdown. And we know, never mind, that's Silent Val's lockdown. Skies goes down, who's just a little bit too close. Godbug finds Aldum, and now we're just down to 2 players left standing for the Broncos. Honestly, with the economy that we currently possess, I think it's a good idea to save and then pick off anyone who is bold enough to try and engage on the Broncos off of sight. Like,
Yep.
there's the op that we lost. Thanks.
It's also just, smarter in terms of we only need one more round. No reason to just kind of go and forfeit our lives and lose rifles.
Not to mention, I'm pretty sure we're going to need to help either Aldum or Skies as far
Yeah.
as buying a weapon.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure Skies still has Bladestorm online, so
Yeah.
most likely he has enough money to buy like a Sheriff, a Frenzy, a Shotgun, one of the various weapons that you can combo with that.
Betting a shorty.
Yes, probably a shorty, and go in with Bladestorm and then kill someone and pick up their AR. But Aldum is the one I'm concerned about, and it looks like we are actually going to a save round.
Then I will be interested if Skies commits knives on a save round. It's completely doable. It's completely doable to get a save round and out frag, especially with Skies, who has been a fragging player so far in this series. So, but UCLA is finding a way to stay alive right now. They're finding these picks. Here it is, supported a little bit. They're gonna avoid it, and there's an op that's gonna take Skies down. Not a whole lot to work with. Daimyo and Rihanna being super pushy here. Super far into C right now. They know there's an op here. Will they dry peek it, or they could find a timing on it? Bomb's going to trigger the turret right now. They get a lot of info. There's nobody hard pressed up to B. There's nobody all the way wrapped around C. They're probably already aggressed onto A site right now. Yeah, you see the door Q pop up on A. Broncos starting to rotate over. Don't have lockdown, but we do have Rolling Thunder, though.
I say we take a page out of the side of UCLA and play a little bit more patient here. I think our... No, that was our parent.
Oh.
And the free operator that we gave to the chamber does find one. Silent Val finds Aldum.
Ooh.
J-Bag with a flick onto Silent Val. We do know that Neon was over by doorway on the rotating door. They are back a site.
Okay.
There's not much time left on this spike.
Let them cook. Pros don't fake.
I think we have enough to defuse. Not anymore. Not anymore.
Oh.
Wait. 0.25 seconds. Holy cow.
Wow. What was that Neon doing?
Holy McNuggets. Congratulations, Broncos. You managed to win this one out 2-1. Unfortunately, we did lose on Ascent, but we redeemed ourselves on Haven for last week's shenanigans. Now, with that being said, I'm pretty sure you and I already have our mind made up on this. For once, production, please tell me that you are agreeing with us on this. I believe we're both voting for Skies for our ICCU player of the game.
Yeah, hard voting. 100%.
They are laughing in there right now, which is making me extremely concerned. But before we get to that, quick shout out to Drop In Gaming. They are the premier online platform for gamers who seek competition, play your favorite games to win cash-in prizes through free and paid entry matches and tournaments. Whether you're new to the scene or a seasoned veteran, Drop In Gaming has the right games and competition for you. To begin your competitive journey, sign up at dropingaming.com. Skies, right?
Skies. 100%.
If there was a second,
100%.
I'd say Daimyo, but
No,
I'm
yeah,
really leaning into Skies here. But again, the laughter. It is not a good sign for me. I am so bad at this.
I am too, because here's my reasoning at least. Not only was Skies also really big in 2 of the maps, but also I didn't mention Skies last time, and what ended up happening was Skies ended up being player of the game. So, not quite sure.
Is it Skies? Am I right? Is it Skies?
Production is playing at their hearts.
I know. I'm getting teased, and I'm not appreciating it.
Nope. No. Production, you evil, evil, evil people.
We love you guys, but are we right for once? For once?
They're denying us the
I am.
pleasure of.
I'm pretty sure we are being dono-walled right now.
Okay, I'll give you my Prime sub. So that happened.
So, I just found out. Bro, if the highlights for Aldum for top plays of the game are all him wall banging unsuccessfully, then yes, I understand. But if they are not, apparently it's Aldum for the ICCU Credit Union Player of the Game. Congratulations to the ICCU Player of the Game. Is brought to you by the Idaho Central Credit Union and believes a great player makes a team more successful, just like Idaho Central is helping members achieve financial success. Aldum is our ICCU Credit Union Player of the Game. I am bad at this. I give up. I really should start like just having like dice and being like 1 to 5 and just roll a D&D dice on stage and just be like, that is going to be my ACCU player of the game, because at this point it is a toss-up. From all of us here at Boise State, thank you so much for joining us for this CVal game. Broncos move on in this tournament to try and make it into the summer championships. They need to rank into the top 2 in the West, and so far they're looking good to do that. But before we go away, do you have any parting words for anyone watching, but takeaways from that game?
Sort of like what we talked about at the beginning, the same sort of mindset, success moving forward, creating the same level. There were some times in this game that I saw the Broncos not repeat mistakes that we've made in the past, playing a little more patiently, waiting for a peak to go with, not dry peeking things, waiting for a teammate to come up. I saw a lot of plenty of things that I love to see here, and I think if they continue that, top 2 is assured. All
right, well, Colin thinks Broncos are borderline guaranteed to go to top 2, of course.
Best there's ever been.
At the end of the day, it is going to be up to them playing and the teams we go against in the future to determine that. With that being said, thank you so much for joining us here. From all of us here at Boise State University and Boise State Esports, thank you. Have a great night. Stay happy, stay healthy, and we'll see you next time.
Planting for Maine, though. We have yet to do this so far every time we fit C. Right? 3 to 4 times we fit C.
There was an attempt made the previous time we went to C-Site, but Daimyo had to disengage, and we ended up losing. Daimyo does pick up 2 Hunter's Fury back. Oh. We do know that Neon was over by doorway on the rotating door. They are back in sight.
Okay.
There's not much time left on the spike.
That's close on bake.
I think we have enough to defuse. Not anymore. Not anymore.
Whoa.
Wait.